Hey, folks, glad y'all can make it. Um, I'm going to not throw them under the bus because they know where I live, and I don't want them coming over here roughing me up. Sly, I forgot to show you something before we start. God damn it.
Oh Lord. You just couldn't wait, could you?
Ah.
You take it to the range yet?
No, I'm waiting on my LVPO.
Oh,
I'm
okay,
waiting on
gotcha.
my LV because I got pop-up steels. I got flip up,
Okay,
because I gotta
nice.
keep backups.
Okay, yeah.
Because your optics will fail.
Yeah, they will.
And
Yeah.
and I'm waiting on my LVPO so I can zero them in all at the same time. And of
Okay.
course, you know me, I gotta have so this is the closest copy of the M110 that I actually had to carry I got to carry it for 3 months. I went from the M21 to the M110, and then I got promoted. Then I got moved up to gunny, so I wasn't gonna be the designate. My rank too high. So, and but can I keep it? And they like, no.
It's good to see the gun manufacturers like go back to the old designs and kind of repurpose the older rifles for new usage because they're popular now. Everybody wants that old stuff.
They effing up going with 6.8. That's
You
a
think
money
so?
grab. It's a money grab. Going with 6.8 instead of going back to 7.62, because I got my 300 Win Mag. I showed you that one. Then I got this one. This is 7.62 by 51. This is an AR-10.
10, okay, yeah.
Which is M1 in the Army. It's called the M110. It's just tan color. It's just tan.
Mm-hmm.
And I went with M-lock on the sides and Picatinny on the top instead of Picatinny all the way around on my grips. But same thing, steel mags, steel 20s and 30s. So what they screwing up with the 6.8 is too expensive.
Okay.
The ammo itself.
Yeah.
Compared to 7.62 by 51. And I love when people that ain't carried a rifle in defense of anything in their life, and then they try to say, well, how do you figure? Because they still gotta make it. Do you know how long the United States have been making 7.62 by 51? You freaking dolt.
Yeah.
And then they talk about they love talking about white feather, long tran. I tell people, what caliber what caliber rifle was he using? And it was a you don't know what you're talking about. Tell them do some research. Mm-hmm. It's a 30-06. 30-06 been around forever.
Forever, yeah.
Dude, a 30-06 will kill you. They talk about terminal velocity, ballistics, and everything else. A 30-06, I ain't gonna turn this into that. We gonna get into the story, the real deal. A 30-06 at 800 yards has the terminal force velocity of a 357 shot at you at 2 feet. So think about being 2 feet away and being shot with a 357. That's the same impact of a 30-06 at 800 yards.
Wasn't that the caliber of those old Browning rifles, the BARs?
Yes, BARs 30-06.
That's why the gangsters loved them so much. I was watching Highwaymen, all those old.
Yeah. Oh, dude, like, 30-06 punch holes through stuff.
Big magazines.
Man, and then on top of that, then we go down, next size down, 7.62 by 51.
Yeah.
600 yards, same terminal velocity as a 357 at point blank range. What do you talk? Our 240 machine gun uses it. The M60 uses it. The M21, M23, M14. What are we doing?
Yeah.
What are we doing? What are we doing? The 30-06 won World War II in the M1 Garand. The 1903 Springfield in World War II is a 30-06. That thing was that rifle is that rifle is has a maximum effective range of 1,000 yards. 30-06. It's a look, dude. It's a shell game. It's a shell game. Anyway, hi Carrie.
Hey.
Hey. Y'all see the title now. I'm gonna y'all know I try not to be too messy. You know, I mean, I will, you know, get a little messy, but not too messy. It's coming back again. Oh, wait a minute. Hey, Carrie, I'm gonna ask Sly some questions first. So I'm gonna let the later footprint for the title of the stream.
Okay.
Now, Sly, if
Sure.
you have to plead the fifth, just don't incriminate yourself.
More than
okay?
likely, I probably will.
Now, just don't do it. Don't do it. So, have you ever transported large sums of illicit drugs to be resold in urban neighborhoods?
No.
Have you ever stood in front of the bodega and sold illicit drugs, sir?
No.
Ran a trap house?
No.
Hung out with Pablo Escobar?
Pablo Escobar-esque types in the past life.
Okay, we go with the fifth on that one.
Okay.
That means the fifth, y'all.
Okay.
So how about stick it, snort it, smoke it? No?
No. Oh no.
Okay. So you being a fireman, a former fireman, something I would be terrified to fucking death. There is no way you get me out there in the forest and everything's on freaking fire.
It's an eye opener, man. Nature is scary.
Nature is scary when it's not on fire.
Yeah. I mean, I listen to all the people that's like non-outdoorsmen types. I'm like, you know how many ways nature can kill you, you know, before sunrise? Like, there's so many different dangers out there. But
yes,
yeah.
And, but okay, so when it's on fire, it's because I remember you was telling us about when the fire was coming and all the woodland creatures running
Everything. Yes.
toward and run right past you.
Right
They ain't
past
bit
you.
more.
Like, yeah, you're in the way. Yeah, get out the way.
Get out of the way. Even a snake, like I would bite you, but I ain't got time.
Listen, you see a snake on fire, it's a whole. It's like, oh, I've seen it all now. So it's like, should I save it? But it's a snake.
And he ain't bit more trying to pay you no attention.
No.
He gotta go.
Yeah, I'm holding up the line.
Okay, so Sly, okay, we know a lot of forest fires start by lightning strikes. We know that. We know some are intentionally started by goofball people. Oh, y'all don't believe in global warming? I'll show you. Okay. You know, that clown that they arrested in Oregon, you're a climate activist setting the forest on fire. Genius. So now you have that. Those people versus the people like you just wake up and the forest is on fire, or you jump out and the forest is on fire and everybody's yelling at you saying, Sly, the forest on fire. You should have done better. And you done better what?
Yeah.
What? So this is what I've been getting hit with the past 2 days. I don't know this cat name, and even if I did, I wouldn't mention it. Now I know he's been on Brother X's panel some years ago, and he was reportedly by 3 other people was trying to go back and forth with SKC, and SKC, he's a Ginsu knife. He just don't even raise his voice and just chop your story to pieces. Oh, and salute all y'all. Appreciate all y'all for swinging through. Any black person that decides not to stick it out in the hood. Oh, okay, Holmes. I actually took some of his uh quotes down. I just kept playing it back and I wrote it down. Okay.
Mhm.
You supposed to be the front line of defense. You brought crack into the hood and got our women's hooked on it, and then you leave the same woman that you got it hooked on after you impregnated her and leave her with children. You brought drugs and guns into the hood that wasn't there. You want to run, and now after you destroy the black community, you want to run to non-blacks community. Why don't you build your own in your own community? Why open a business somewhere else for other people that don't give a crap about you? Now, again, Carrie, I'm gonna ask him again. Sly, how much stuff did you boost in the hood? None. So why? And see, this is that monolithic Negro thinking. Like, how are we supposed to be responsible for stuff that we didn't have anything to do with? But he's gaining steam. That's the bad part. Cause chicks, even though they don't believe it, he's playing their tune.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
So he's gaining steam. And so here it comes again, and with the usual, I ain't gonna say their names. We know the usual, the panderers,
Mhm.
the wannabe crotch sniffers. Like, well, maybe if I cape for her, she'll let me snitch the crotch of her underwear. Why would you want to? Anyway, never mind. Be that as it may, they're gaining steam, and they're trying to pull their own Voltron. How about that? They'll show their hand. Bruh, this is what I want to talk about. We all know better than all of this stuff. Do we love folk? Okay, like I said, man, Sly, you wake up, the forest on fire. It's not your fault. Somebody else, you didn't set it. So in this person's mind, you're the problem because you didn't stay and risk your life to put out a fire that you didn't start. This is basically, I got the audio. I'm not gonna play it, but I'll send y'all the link when this is over with the timeline. And he's serious. He's serious. What's up, bud? And Big Pontiac, brother 8 win. He's serious. Carrie, can there be a common ground, or is it just something you just got to cut ties and walk from?
Yeah, you just got to cut ties and walk from it.
Why did I know she was going to say that?
There's no common ground. Well, yeah, you should know by now.
Well, go ahead, sister. Go ahead. Talk your stuff.
If they don't know by now, they're never going to get it. And it's just too late. It's too late in the day to be trying to teach anybody. People have to want to be self-starters and learn for themselves. I'm not trying to teach anybody anymore. I'm done with that. Because they are invested in being ignorant. It's too late.
So how would you address the newcomer to the game?
I wouldn't address them at all. Unless they asked me something directly, I wouldn't address them at all because I've washed my hands of certain people. So they go off of emotion and opinion and not fact. They like to say what sounds good to them, and that isn't what's necessarily true. And the people who are have that same mindset, of course, they're going to gravitate towards them.
Slide, you poised to say something.
Oh no, no, there. You can't. I don't want to see your point of view. If that's how you see it, I don't want to come to understand why you came to that conclusion or how you see it. I don't even want to waste. Yeah, like Carrie said, I don't want to waste my time and your time. Me trying to understand. I'll never see it your way. Never.
See, Slide did a stream a couple months ago, and it
Mhm.
was, I forgot who it was. One of these black YouTubians that sat down with that white comic that said that they need to sit, let's have a conversation. The one that said stay out of black neighborhoods. I can't remember who that white guy is.
The guy that draws
You talked
comics.
about that.
He
Yes,
makes a
him.
comic
Yes, I
strip.
think just Delbert. That the comic.
Dilbert.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah,
Delbert.
Dilbert.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah,
Yeah.
yes,
So
yes.
you made a really good point, Sly, when you said, "What is the point in having this conversation?
Yeah,
This is how they feel. This is what it is. It's a waste of time. There is no common ground to be found. There isn't. People
yeah,
have their core values. This is what they believe. They're not going to change your mind. I'm not going to change my mind. So what's the point in having a conversation?
yeah. I hate that phrase now. I just want to have a conversation. No,
Yeah.
we've been
Well,
having conversation for what? What's the
what? For
resolution?
the past 50 years, 50
Yeah,
plus years, and
yeah,
and you Negroes still don't know which way to go?
yeah, yeah.
I concur. I agree. Now, see, because I'm doing this way on purpose, because there's always there's always one just lurking in the shadows, just
Mhm.
waiting to get that 10-second sound bite. Um, like they done with Sly talking with BGS and Edward Anderson. Same thing. That thing was just full of sound bites. But I was telling people, I said, wait a minute. Y'all need to listen to. Did you listen to the whole thing from? I said, Sly was only up there for 7 minutes. If you don't
Literally,
have
yeah.
7 minutes, if you don't have 7 minutes to spare, I don't want to, because they know what because Carrie, you know who they go after, right? Anytime Sly say something, right?
Mhm.
They go for the weakest link. Well, we can't get to him, but we can get to that guy over there. And I'm, wait a minute. What do you? And that's
I
why I be
told you it's
texting
because you're too
Sly.
nice. You're an easy
Sly, what
target because
happened?
you're too nice.
I don't even.
I
Sly,
wasn't even up
what?
there long. Didn't even start trouble. That's how. That's how quick it was. I couldn't
but
even throw the grenade. Shit.
but then I listened to it and I was like, what? But then they sample and they move this
Mhm.
part
Yeah.
back to that part, like, well, this was like, it wasn't the follow-up, like that's what
Yeah.
he just lead it off with.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you you mother flippers is sorry, but that's what they wait. That's what the people in the clouds, they wait to do. And even if they don't do it, they'll get it and give it to somebody else. Like, well, Sly, I didn't make the bomb. I just sold Truth Teller the nitroglycerin and the debt cord. And dude, you may as well have made a bomb. You may as well.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. You sold Truth Teller. Yeah. Our Truth Teller. Yeah. The Bronx Goon. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nitroglycerin. Yeah. And debt cord. Yeah. Well, I didn't know he is going to blow up the Chesapeake, but what are you talking about? So that's why I'm doing it the way I do it. So if they chop up what I say, it won't make any sense. That's why I'm talking like I normally don't talk. Now, let's go to a place that both of you guys know well, Chicago. Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. Tell me I'm wrong. They ain't getting out of this.
Oh,
They're not walking out of this one.
they're just now getting into it. Like you just walked into the burning building. You haven't found a seat
Mhm.
yet on the couch, none of that. We're just getting started. Yeah.
Mayor Goofball, he's done. All right. Is Chicago going to do what they normally do? They're going to pull one jackass down and put another jackass up in their place. So to complain about them. Okay. Carrie, do you think they really want a solution?
No, they know what the solution is already. They don't want a solution.
Yeah, I see the youth acting up more over this than the older people.
They have no leadership.
Yeah.
They're not being led by anyone. Okay. How do you have thousands of children in the street? Now think about it. All right, these children are mobile, right? They're moving around. So that means they have shoes. They have pants, underwear, socks, t-shirt. Apparently they got some sorts of food sustenance from somewhere. They're being sheltered somewhere. So that means they belong to somebody.
When they first come in across the border and Border Patrol gets them and they take them into processing.
No, I'm talking about the Americans, the kids in Chicago, but go ahead.
Oh, kids. I thought you were talking about the illegals.
No, I'm talking about these kids, the ones that's running around doing the torching and smashing and the Kia boys up there and Kia boys. And they record. These kids belong to somebody. How do you not know? All right. Now we know Sly was kind of slickery as a child. I mean, I can only imagine. I couldn't have hung with Sly as a youth. He'd been getting my ass kicked all the time. My man John Sherman have been jacking me up. You with that super Sly again, ain't you?
I had a curfew just like everybody else.
Yeah, so did I. and then when I made a starter on the football team, I ain't had time for nothing else.
Yeah.
I ain't had time. But these kids belong to somebody. You know what I'm saying? So where's I ain't even gonna say dad. Okay, forget it. I'm gonna be partial. Where's mom and dad?
Mom is probably somewhere running the streets herself. You know, this is the age of the 30-year-old grandmother. So, you know, she's still out there trying to live her own life. They don't pay any attention to these kids.
Yeah, the kids are either trying to make a way for themselves or they're the man of the house trying to make a way for the family, unfortunately. So kind of fall in one or two spots.
Same with New York City.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think people understand the type of pressure that's on these kids today. It's way different than us growing up. Like, you know.
Go ahead.
No, I just don't think people realize what these kids are under. Not making excuses for their behavior.
These kids are fending for themselves.
Yeah.
I think social media is the number one toxic element in all of this. I really do. I think social media is something, it's taken on a life of its own. It's something that's not alive, but it's taking on a life of their own. Just like another immobile object that can't do anything unless you utilize it. No matter where you go, if you say the word crack or meth, people know what you're talking about. It's not living. It's not going to come knock on your door. You know what I'm saying? It's not gonna, you actually have to, certain things, like I say, Instagram ain't gonna put itself on. I actually have to install it and turn it on. If that makes any sense. But there's no anonymity in the internet anymore. Remember when you used to when people would record stuff and just upload it somewhere, and you upload it, and as soon as a couple of people watch it, you delete it. You see, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So there's no track back unless you doing this recording. Oh crap. Then do some dumb. Oh crap! Oh crap! Oh, you idiot! Okay, now somebody's going to know who you are. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
and it with cameras posted everywhere now too. But anyway, so I think social media has lit a fire that can't be put out.
Yeah, I think so too. It's the instant gratification of attention that a lot of people, mostly women, get from it that makes it addictive.
Clout chase, clout chasing drones. Yeah, I
I'll be
guess
right
you.
back. Hold on.
Uh-huh. I guess you
Hmm.
gotta
And the children, see their mothers with their, phones in their faces all the time. So, obviously that, they learn that from their mothers. Dads also, since you say you're gonna say both.
yeah,
Moms and dads.
yeah.
A lot of people are just attention seeking on social media. Yeah, I agree, Roscoe. You see a lot of that. It's very sad. Mm,
So, and people say, well,
mhm,
you can't black out the internet. Oh, you can't black out this um slide didn't Xi Jinping, oh, a super sly. Let me tell you, there was no a TikToker over
No
here.
TikTok.
We are no a TikTok. Ours is called Tac Tac. It's not the same a thing. Ours is a scrub. Ours is a scrub. There's no Facebook over here. Now, do the people in China know Facebook exists? Yes, they know it exists. Do they have it? No, because they are. I mean, am I big up in a brutal dictator? No, but you know what I'm saying. I mean, look, they took a stand. We're going to produce something for the rest of the world, and I'm not going to let my people use it. That's the
mhm,
same thing I was saying about the coof. I want to create something that I can spread to the rest of the world. Negroids, Caucasoids, Mongoloids. But I
mhm,
need to make the what do you call it? The serum that'll only work on the Mongoloids. Now, the Mongoloids is mixed with Caucasoid or Negroid. They might get a little sick, or they might even get sick and perish. But it's not enough of them, you know what I'm saying, for me
mhm,
to, in the grand scale of the Mongoloid race, there ain't gonna be enough of them to worry about it. That's what do you call it? That's collateral damage, right?
mhm,
That's the way I see TikTok and Instagram. It's the same effect. That's the way I
mhm,
see it. It's the
mhm,
same thing as the coof. I mean, but see, here's the thing. Sly, I can make you stay in the house. I can tell you ain't going to work.
Right.
I can tell you ain't going to what do y'all call it? Whole check foods instead of whole foods, whole paycheck
whole
foods.
paycheck, yes.
Yeah, you ain't going to whole paycheck foods. I can do that, but you still got to carry that CV-19 in the house with you.
Mm-hmm.
If that makes any sense.
Right.
Mhm,
I think I use IG to network because we are at a secret war. Okay, that's cool. Hey, that's cool. But the thing is once you go on IG, it ain't no longer a secret. Because it's all right. Like if you come to my place, people come. I have my Wi-Fi number, my Wi-Fi thing, because you know how you can split it up between guests, just like a hotel. You know,
mhm,
guests and I got it split. Now it's a lower bandwidth. I got Wi-Fi on the sign at the front of our storage facility here. because people need to get through to their insurance companies to get, you know what I'm saying, a copy of their insurance, they ain't got it, copy of their registration, they ain't got it, and to keep them from coming inside, I just got that. You can do it from your phone, right? If I wanted to, I can see everything they put in. It's my network.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So if you know, we got Insta Slyogram. We got Slyogram. Care anything Sly want to see, whether he say something or not, he can see it if he want to. And who wouldn't want to? You think Hu Jintao looking at Xi Jinping saying, Xi Jinping, you should have someone filter out their TikTok. Oh,
Well,
no.
didn't they say
No, Hu Jintao.
that they created
No.
it to spy on Americans?
Yes, he even admitted it.
Right.
He admitted it. I don't want it. Now, do I have 2 VPNs? Yes. Do I have a Linux firewall? Yes. But that's not the point. But how many goofballs is it like that out there like me? You know what I mean? So you can't. All right, they say these kids is organizing this stuff via social media. That means chief of police Carrie D, she can log on to Slyogram too. So where's the proactive? Where's the proactive part? They're not on a secret web. Especially with the Pegasus system out. Sly, I was waiting on my flowers when they in Alabama when they used Pegasus. I was like, yes, I just done a video on Pegasus last month. You couldn't tell me nothing. Is it spying? Yes. Did it work? Yes.
Yeah.
I guess it's like anything else. In the right hand, you know, you get certain things in the right hand or the wrong hand. You know what I mean? In the right hand, it'll save your life. In the wrong hand, it'll take your life. How do they? Yeah, Pegasus is crazy. Man, I done looked at both. I looked at Pegasus 1, which is called Parthenon, and that came out in 2012, 11 years ago. Ain't that something? Ain't that something? Don't tell people say, whether you're not, you can't hold anything a secret. Who knew about Parthenon in 2012? Regular person. I didn't even know, and I'm in this crap. Now I knew about Pegasus. That's when I done the video of it. And it was so strange when I uploaded it. Why did it take 3 days for it to upload? I don't get it. I just kept having to restart it. Then I changed some stuff in the title and it uploaded.
Okay, so because my YouTube rep is like, whatever your metadata, be careful what you put in your titles and your hashtags and stuff, so they can impact your video performance as well.
Yeah, I changed it. I took the word Pegasus out of everything, but I had the picture of a Pegasus in my thumbnail with no words. So then it just whoop. Imagine that. That's weird how that worked. They wouldn't do that to us, would they?
Of course not.
Yeah. He said, yeah, your thumbnail. Yeah, but I didn't put it. I took the words out, Gene. I took all the words out. Okay, so we got New York. We got Chicago. We got Maryland, which is the only sanctuary state, because you got sanctuary cities, but Maryland is a sanctuary state. So they're starting to push that way. Some was pushed up to the Canadian border, and Canada pushed them back. They came through Buffalo, but they were in government buses. See, that's so. Do y'all think that they miscalculated on this, or is everything going as planned?
It's hard for me to see how they would miscalculate because you allotted so many to come in, right? So if you're already going to open the floodgates, you can kind of control the spigot to how much gets in. So I'm not sure if they're how they miscalculated. I think it's all by design, but that's just me.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
agree. I agree with him.
Okay, yeah, I just figure I'd ask, but I think New York is done. They're done. Chicago, they're done. Hell, Baltimore was done before this even happened. Baltimore's
Yeah, it was.
done.
Well, when you say they're done, what do you see how it's going to look 10 years from now, a decade from now?
I think in 5 years it's going to look almost the way it do now.
Okay.
I think it's actually going to be worse. Because see that the way it used to be done now, FDR, I'm no fan of FDR, but he was in power way too long, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But what he done, he would take in a exact amount of people, no more, no less. Bam, I'm taking in 10,000. That's it. Hold on a second.
Mm-hmm.
All right, show's over, guys, because I'm sure Nick got an emergency he's got to go take care of, and some knucklehead and with no license then crashed somebody's shit up. He's got to go take care of it. So, yes, this is the Carrie and Sly hour, and how you been, sis?
Good. How about you?
Yeah, I'm here. No complaints.
Mm-hmm. I
Yeah.
get it. Yes, it's finally cooled off here. Was
Oh yeah.
my God, the heat was so bad. It was
Okay.
horrible.
Yeah.
Ugh, so much better.
Yeah. Yeah. We got one more hot week next week, and I think that's going to be it for us as well. So
Oh, okay,
yeah.
cool. Yeah,
Yeah.
it dropped down into the 70s.
Yeah. Okay.
Uh-huh. Sunday, yeah. Oh, such a blessing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because we were dying for a while.
Phone ain't rang in 3 hours.
You know it's
That's how it
you the
always
big dog.
works.
You sign the front of the checks. You want to sign the front of the checks when you got front of the check problems.
Hey, got a PD call in front of the new Texan that they built on 87. Yeah. It's a Ford Fusion. Another one.
Does he realize that we can hear him?
Yeah, I know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
He wants
All
us.
right, bro.
He's flexing on us, Carrie.
Okay.
All right.
All right. That's it. Okay.
Yeah.
Bye.
All right. Nick Taylor problems.
This is how guys that sign the front of checks talk to people on the phone.
Okay. Oh crap. Okay. I'm sorry, Truth. Hold on a second.
Uh-oh. See, now you finna get cussed out.
He ain't got a damn avatar.
Is this mic on? I don't care about none of that. Can you hear me?
It
Miss me with all that. Miss me with all of that. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Loud and clear.
Thank you, Carrie. Thank you,
What?
Carrie. I forget. Listen. Thank you, Carrie. The other two Negroes can fall in line.
I said, good to see you.
I said, okay, good to see you, bro.
Before we start this, let's make this loud and clear. Now that all four of us is here. You two Negroes, I don't trust y'all. Simple as that. Now that I'm here, ask the question. Oh, and the sheriff. I like the sheriff.
Okay, Truth, you ready to go?
Yes, I am. Yes, sir. Yes, I am.
Okay. I asked them two cray people, what do you think is gonna happen to your city, New York, and all the illegals gonna take over the bodega and run all the niggers out?
Hold on. Is this mic on?
Yes, sir, it is.
All right.
Hey, he don't trust us either. Man, come on,
Thank you,
man.
AM1. Thank you. Let me tell you something. You don't trust no Negro who got the word black on their shirt. You know they full of it.
The shirt is black.
I don't know nothing about that. Now,
Well,
like
mine says, but Sarge. But Sarge.
There you go. Anything after the butt is BS. So this is
But
why
Sarge.
I don't even like fooling with you Negroes. I'm only here because of Carrie and the sheriff. So like I was saying before, I so rudely interrupted. So now, but all jokes aside, so I'm on my laptop because I just moved back to Arizona. So I don't have all my stuff set up yet.
Man, everywhere they go, once they get in,
Mhm.
once a couple of them make a couple of tears, they spread.
Yeah.
They spread. They do. And Kung Fu Kevin gonna have his hand full once they get their hands on the store and start flipping tacos.
Oh, 100%.
Because here the thing. Now, is there other illegals? Y'all think they gonna go to Kung Fu Kevin? Or they gonna go to Juice Box Juice? Or they gonna go to Jaime?
Well, let me start off with this. New York was already a feces hole before all of this. New York is dirty. It's disgusting. Right? I always said this. Remember, I'm born and raised South Bronx, born and raised. I've always said this.
South Bronx.
If the world was a
South Bronx.
human, if the world was a human being, New York City would be the a-hole of that human being. I've said it and I'll stand on it. Now, fast forward to current events. What's going on in New York? One of my coworkers, he's working at a hospital. He's working at what is it called? Was it Mount Sinai Hospital? I think that's the hospital. So he rented a car. Nothing special, Sly. It's a regular old Charger. He goes upstairs to his hotel, wakes up in the morning, all the windows busted out, niggas on excuse my mom. The trusting New York citizen stole all the tires, forcing the blocks, took the radio out, factory radio. I said, damn, they might as well have stole the car. So he goes, calls National. They come out, file a report. They bring him another car. So they said, well, all we have now is a Camry. Okay, they gave him the Camry. He drove it to the hospital, parked in the parking lot, went upstairs, came back out. Somebody broke into the car in the parking lot. New York is a feces hole. Now, and then on top of that, now you got all these illegal people, which I'm pretty sure y'all saw in the videos. They stretched out around New York City blocks. Anybody who's been in New York City know them blocks are not small.
Some long ass.
Long blocks. Like you was just out there, right? You was just walking. Yeah. Now imagine that times a lot. From street to street, avenue to avenue. Right? And Nick, this is the thing too. So when they out there, just festering and polluting the neighborhood, guess what happened when they go have to use the bathroom? They don't go to the nearest Burger King or the porta potty. No, they do it right there on the spot.
Yeah, that's what they do down here.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
And look at the flood now that they got up there now. That giant rainstorm?
Yeah.
So it's just washing. Now, y'all girl Kamala Horizontal Harris pushed the button on the push the button on the harp. Say let's go ahead and add a little excitement up in this joint.
Well, hold. Let me say this. I'll finish with this statement. If you were never alive to witness black flight or white flight, keep an eye on New York City. You about to witness the rebirth of white flight.
Yeah. A lot of them have moved down to Florida.
Yeah. And
A
guess what? The
lot of
black
them have
people.
moved down to Florida. It's crazy how many of them have just gone straight down the coast and they've gone into Florida.
Now,
So will it be just the uber rich that lives in New York? I mean, because you still got the financial sector. I'm thinking Wall Street, those guys that still live and work there. So how does that impact them?
what the thing is, remember, if you're uber rich, your money could be in one place working, and you can be in another place. So it would make sense to keep. And I'm not talking when I say business. I'm not talking about you know, what's the place they go for the cheesecake and you know, Juniors.
Juniors, yeah.
Yeah, I'm talking about where before the towers went down, the people who own businesses in the towers. None of those people lived in New York. Of course not. That's why New York City airports had the most popular clearport there was. Helipads there were because people were coming from Boston, they were coming from Connecticut, close areas, and outside of that, they would fly their private jets in there. Your business can keep on going, but remember this: you need locals to put money into the pot so things can continue to run. If everybody if everybody has business there and the business doesn't need people, just the money to make the business run, or let me say this, need minimum amount of people, like your Wall Streets, like this, like that. You take away all them people who can't stay there because the pizzeria guy he keep getting robbed. Or you take the hot dog stand guys who go put money into getting permits. That money is needed. But when you run them out, guess what you're gonna have? Nothing. Because eventually he's not gonna be able to run. Right? You can have your big business. You can have Wall Street still needs a janitor. You ever seen a floor in Wall Street at the end of the day?
Yeah, yeah. All the ticket take
Mm.
all the
Yeah,
it's just crazy,
yeah.
yeah.
Somebody got to clean that up. So, old Pedro, you know, who was a Puerto Rican who been living in New York City for 50 years, he goes and cleans that up. But when there's no more money to keep the community going, old Pedro's gonna be out of a job. Because truth be told, and hey, this is the truth. You could probably run a large part of Wall Street without actual people being there. I'm pretty sure. But somebody still got to clean the bathroom, change out the water coolers, restock the tissues, sweep the floor. You need those people. When you run a city into the ground, the first people that's affected are the working class citizens. Take the New York City Transit for example. Anybody seen videos of those trains? Well, the homeless people got whole little shanty towns taking up all the cars now. So what are people starting to do? They starting to find other means to work where they don't have to take the train, i.e., your fully remote jobs. So what happened when the train stops running? When people stop taking the trains, less trains are going to run. So guess what happened to the MTA people? They lose their jobs. Hell, look at the. I was just up in Delaware recently. No, I'm lying. In Massachusetts, I rented the car, and the lady said, "Oh, it's going to be a 2.99 surcharge for the Easy Pass." I said, "Easy Pass." She was like, "Yeah, this is a cashless state." Now, anybody who ever lived anywhere where they have tolls or frequented, we all know back in the day, if you can get a job with the port authority, you a good break. But in a cashless state like Massachusetts, what do you need port authority people there for? Right? Once you do stuff to run the people, I'm talking about bottom level low people like Truth Teller. Once you run us out, you're looking at that. That's the first domino pushed on the long line of dominoes set up. What normally happens at the end? That big construct at the end, it falls. And it all started because you pushed that first little domino down.
Yeah, the domino effect is alive and well.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I'm searching for a bit that it's like a 3-minute bit. Go ahead. That I gotta clunk you over the head with. Oh,
All
go ahead.
I can say to that is New York City is on the verge. If they don't hurry up and do something, they're on the verge of watching that big construct at the end fall. They're on the verge of it. It's destined to happen. You know, they only show you the things they want to show you on the news, but we all know the hot dog man is getting robbed left and right.
Yeah, they scrub. Look, see how
Mhm.
fast they scrub that news story where they bum rush that old Italian man. It's
hmm
like, y'all think, well, how long is it gonna take for the Genovese, the Banano, how long is it gonna take for them to smack back? They can't have them bum rushing they elder Italians.
This is true.
Yeah, listen. One thing I could say, and I say it respectfully, Nick. I think you made the right decision by living where you live
Mm-hmm.
for two reasons. It's conducive for what you do, and two, Negroes believe that anything that far out got to have the KKK marching up and down the street, just killing black folk left and right. And if you don't got a local liquor store selling beer, or nowadays you can't Uber it, DoorDash it. Negroes ain't living there. So
Mm-hmm.
where you live, in the environment that you live in, if it happens, you'll probably be one of the last people to ever see the effects of it. I'm talking about looking out your front window.
Yeah. I believe the same thing. That's why I was tripping out on everybody walking around with face diapers, and we like,
Yeah, yeah.
what?
Now, if you live
Mhm.
like Sly, who live at the top of the hills of Beverly, who looks down on the people like me and Carrie, bastard he is, he don't have to worry about that kind of stuff. Yeah, I don't like you, Sly.
Yo, I was on the bike trail and there was a homeless guy. Literally, I thought he was dead, laid out in the middle of the bike trail, just shirt off, just laid out. I legit thought the man was dead. I slowed down,
Mhm.
and you know what I did? I whipped out my camera.
Lord, oh my God, here we go.
I shit you not.
You recorded the homeless man.
The homeless man passed out on the ground. You thought he was dead. Your first
Hey,
instinct is to pull out your camera.
Hey, listen, I didn't even think. I just whipped it out.
Are you kidding me?
I kid you not. You know what? I'll upload
Ladies
the
and
footage I
gentlemen,
took.
First instinct is to
I
whip out the camera.
I didn't even think. It was just
Sly recorded the train wreck. It didn't go help a damn soul.
I didn't even realize what I was doing. So I'm like, I'm recording this man. And I'm still
Yeah.
like, I'm looking for movement. And he's just breathing really, really slow. He's just chilling. And I'm like, hey, you okay? Let me go and get my, let me go and get stuff out his way. Let me not disturb his peace of mind. So let me get out his way in the middle of the bike trail next to a
Sly,
high school.
did you scream World Star? Don't lie.
Nah, I didn't. No, I didn't. No. But what bothered
wasn't a
me
fight.
was there's a high school and there's bike trails behind this school. There's houses and stuff.
Mhm.
Well, if you want to snatch up one of these little kids, you could.
Oh yeah, he could do it. Yeah.
Yeah. And there's a bunch of homeless little shanty posts, little get setups all up and through this bike. This is a nice area, but they're everywhere.
Hey, I was in Beverly Hills working at what's that big hospital Pee Wee Herman died in? Was it Cedar-Sinai Hospital?
Mm-hmm. I've never been there.
Hey, I'm walking because Cedar-Sinai is big. So you actually have to, like, certain parts you gotta, if you can walk it, but who wants to? They have shuttle buses that take you from one part to the other. So I'm walking to the little office that I'm working out of, and a lady stops in front of me and she says, "Excuse me, sir, do you have $1?" And I look down at her hand. This female dog was carrying a crack pipe in her hand. And I'm not talking about the crack pipe with the for you slot. I'm talking about the freebase crack
A
pipe.
free
Dang.
I said, ma'am, you walking down the street holding that? You're not scared of the? Oh, well, they not gonna arrest me. I said, you freebase? Yeah. I said, really? How old are you? She was like, I'm 52. I said, you freebasing still? She was like, you gonna give me $1 or not? I said, I told, I told her, I said, I'll buy that off you for $1. She said, what am I have? I said, you who freebases? I thought Richard Pryor told y'all. Didn't he teach y'all anything? Nigga set his whole house on fire freebasing.
Did you
Didn't
give
Whitney
her?
tell him crack was whack?
Did you
Didn't
give her 5 for disturbing her peace?
Sly, I'm not gonna lie to you. By the time that lady was so frustrated, because I asked her all kind of questions. I knew she was hot, so I was blowing her high too, right? I do it on purpose. I got an Uncle Chico. When I go around him, he be so high on crack. Hold on. Story time with True Teller 410. I have an uncle, right? He smokes crack currently, but he's a functional crackhead. But you can clearly see it. The whole family know he smoked crack. So one day, me and my cousin was in his truck. We was going somewhere, and I said, that's Uncle Chico over there. He's like, yeah. I said, pull in his yard, and Chico comes, hey, how y'all doing? I said, Chico, I got a question. What? I said, tell me about the plight of the Southern black man in the Bible Belt. Chico said, get the hell out of my yard. I said,
damn.
why? Chico said, because I know because he stuttered real bad. I for know what you for here for do. I said, Chico, I'm just asking you a common sense question. Long story short, I blew Chico high so bad. When he got out we left his yard, that nigga called my mother and told my mother to tell me don't ever come back in his yard ever again. I blew his high so bad. So when the lady, I'm asking her all kind of questions. I said, man, I said, you freebasing out here in 2023 and blah. I'm asking her so many questions. I saw her eyes go from like real low to go like they opening. So I'm like, oh yeah, whatever she's smoking is coming off. When we finished, I was like, ma'am, you okay? And she was like, fuck, excuse my mouth, F no. I said, what's wrong? She was like, why'd you do that? And her face was red as that thing behind you, Sly. I said, you know what, ma'am? I said, look, I'm gonna go to hell for this. Here you go. I gave her $5 because I blew her
As you
high.
should.
I blew her high for real.
The nerve of you. Good
Yo, bro, I
Lord.
blew her high for real. But when I was in uh Beverly Hills, remember this is Beverly Hills. I never been to Beverly Hills before. Remember that time I text you, Sly, and asked you how far do you live from?
Yeah.
Yeah, and my first time there. So I'm walking down the street and I see people like they had the writer's strike going on at the time. Well, I think it's recently over, but it was going on at the time. So right where the studio is, across the street, there was people out there. This is Beverly Hills we're talking about, laid out, like tents. When you go on the part where they shot, so when you go to Rodeo Drive, I think it's a big letters that say Rodeo. When you walk behind that, you see people high as hell, leaning up on that thing, with the zombie lean, high as hell. It was a guy with a needle hanging out his arm with a line of blood running down, with the tie off on the floor. Now I'm bugging like, this is Beverly Hills, the same place where I got to pay to park to go inside of a fast food restaurant. And at night,
What? You gotta pay to go? What?
Yeah.
you gotta find parking to get out of your car because don't nobody go to the because most of the meters are taken. So and McDonald's parking lot probably got like enough cars for 20 cars. So you're looking at employees and people. So you have to listen. Taco Bell was across the
You
street from
need
my
to take
hotel.
somebody with you. Just drive up, let them out, and just spin the block.
I should have.
That's
Yeah,
what I
yeah,
would have
Yeah,
to
because
do.
pretty much it's either that or valet is your only choice. Everything
yeah.
there's no like public parking stuff. Like it's not like you know.
At night, I never. Oh, it's night and day. When at nighttime, I went to a bagel place that all these. I guess that some college students was going there because I'm hungry as hell. I said I gotta get something, so I went and got a bagel. And while I'm walking to go get this bagel, homeless people with shopping carts, people sleeping on the floor, people digging in the trash, all kind of stuff. And I'm like, yo, how the hell in the daytime? Where I was there in the daytime is a nail salon that says nails, like they do your nails, but they give you mimosas while you in there. Then at night in that same parking lot, there's niggas out there getting high, smoking, shooting up, snorting, all kind of stuff, right? And so I was talking to somebody in the hospital, and I said, I never thought in my life Beverly Hills would look like this. And the lady was telling me they had businesses that closed down because they could not take it anymore. Going to work in the morning to open up their business and having to clean up human feces.
Yeah. Yeah, I read about that. San
Yeah.
Fran going through that too.
They had a long strip. When you're walking past this long strip to it's a pizza place and it's a empanada place. When I was walking, all I smelled was bleach.
What the hell's the empanada?
It's like a baked pastry with meat or cheese or whatever
Yeah,
inside
it's
of it.
it's Mexican food. Yeah.
All you smell is bleach. So I
I'm
asked the lady, I
surrounded
said,
by Mexicans. I ain't
You
never
never
heard
had
of
an
it.
you never had an empanada?
Never heard of it.
they good if you find the right one. 'Cause
It's the
some
right,
people be
yeah.
some
Depending on
people
who
be so
makes it.
damn stingy with
Yeah.
the meat, but you find the right one.
We know
Not
Texas Mexicans and California Mexicans, they
Well, I had
totally
empanadas in New York. We
different.
call them pasteles. Puerto Ricans cook them too. Puerto Rican Dominicans cook them too. But all I smell was bleach. So I asked the guy in the pizza shop, I'm like, where the hell's all this bleach smell coming from? Every store owner on that store, that strip, that sidewalk, from corner to corner, every morning they got to come outside with bleach water and scrub the floor because all these people do at night is doodle and pit and piss all up and down the sidewalks.
They got a phone app in San Francisco to keep up with where they're doing the poop cleanup and all that other stuff. How about that?
That's crazy. They're right there. What they said about the beef patty, all it is just an updated version of a beef patty. Like I said, they put like potatoes in it, cheese, beef, chicken, pork. Some people even put like oxtail meat. It's just whoever you get your hands on. But that's another example of, remember, we talking about Beverly Hills. When you think about Beverly Hills, you thinking, a shirt that might cost you like $500. But now it's to the point people say they would rather leave. So remember, Nick, if you own a store and me, Carrie, and Sly work for you, but you can't take the environment no more, and you close the store down, guess what you got? 3 unemployed people.
Yeah.
Now do that, multiply that by a lot, and then you have a whole community of unemployed people. So guess what happened? We all unemployed. We all can't afford to stay in the same area because you need money to live anywhere.
That's what's happening when they closing these grocery stores and people talking crazy. Well, with the looted, like that black chick that says she's a civics social studies teacher or something like that. I'm like, no fucking way. Yeah, but that she said it. I mean, I played her video, but like, wait a minute. When this place goes out of business, so does you putting all the employees out of business. Them employees live in that hood.
100%.
They live in the neighborhood where that liquor store, shoe store, Apple store, ain't nobody driving 50 miles. You know what I'm saying? One way to go to work at no damn Apple store.
No.
Some of them probably don't even have cars, depending upon where they are.
And she's supposed to be a teacher and a mother and a single mother. Motor club. Hell no, we don't do motor clubs. TNT, can I help you?
Hi, this is Jacqueline calling for Nation Safe Drivers on a recorded line. I have a customer who's in need of a tire change located in Lavernia.
No, ma'am. We don't do tire changes. We just do heavy duty commercial.
Okay, no problem. Thanks so much.
Y'all see that, y'all? See, Nick didn't have to answer that phone.
Fuck off
he just
my
wanted
phone.
to tell her. He just wanted to flex on her. Like, it made her go through all that.
All of that.
I ain't make her call me. Stay off my phone.
Savages.
Yo, you and Sly, sad people, boy.
What?
Well, Sly is sad.
You filming homeless people passed out in the street.
Listen, when I tell you, I didn't even think it was an involuntary muscle reactions like blinking. I didn't even realize I'm recording this dude. I'm like, holy shit.
So I said, oh shit, a homeless person passed out almost dead. Let me get my phone.
Man, listen, I'm on the bike trail trying to get my exercise on in this nice ass area. And here's your homeless ass messing up my feng shui.
That sounds good, Sly.
He say,
That sounds good. That sounds good. Let me tell you, that's what happened when you live, Nick.
Hey,
That's what
Sly
happened when you
makes
live.
service calls in his Hellcat.
Hey, that's what happened when you live with uppity people. You become them.
Hey,
Was he black or white, Sly?
he was neither. He was neither.
What was he?
Guess he was of Latin descent.
A lighter shade of brown. Sly, you should be shaming your damn self.
What? I asked. I said, "Hey, you brother, you good?" I'm like,
Now
I'm disturbing your peace. I'm not trying to blow his high.
I'm gonna tell y'all how it really went. Sly was on his bike, probably electric.
No.
Bougie Negro. And Sly came up to one of them and he was like, oh, look, another one. Pulled his camera out, gave him the
and stick and kick him while he ride by, right?
Kick the bottom of his foot.
Oh
right?
shit!
And the guy said, I'm sorry.
Get
sir.
off my bike trail.
and Sly said, yeah, my bike trail, the one who has his name on it. And Sly was like, what are you doing here? And the guy probably said, look, man, I'm messed up. I've been going through a lot. My mother and my father passed away, blah, blah, blah. And Sly, being Sly, man up. Get the hell out the way. Then the guy probably, I'm sorry,
buck her
sir.
up.
Yeah, I'm sorry, sir. I'm going to move right now. Then Sly probably got right back on the damn bike, spit on the ground where the man just moved from, and peeled off.
No, but I thought he was, and then on the way back, he still lay in the same prone position. I was like, just go around.
Yeah, that's
drop a gear.
You go around, honey. Go around this filth.
Man, I can't help you. I can't. Okay, I won't. Let me read now. Hey, Truth. Now, since you can't let, I gotta ask you the same thing that I asked them now, because I'm gonna chop it down, bro. I apologize because I want to, but because we rolling now. There's a handful, there's a gaggle of Negroes out here, and they're vocal, okay, and they come after the non-offenders. Now, I think it's safe to say that none of us have nothing to do with the current dilapidated state of the inner cities where we came from. Like the dude asked me, well, what would you do? What did you do to help Detroit? Know what I told him? I didn't contribute to the problem.
Exactly.
That's my cure. I didn't make any bastard children.
Exactly.
No bastard children. Nobody got smurfed out by me. Nobody took some got a raw freeze. You know what I'm saying? Off of me. Ain't nobody. Hey, Sly, how you do it? Man, rolling the rock in your hand, man. Hell no, that ain't no man, what the hell that is? Rolling it. They be rolling it with their thumb and their hand. I'm like, does the other hand work? What's wrong with your other hand?
Hilarious.
But they roll, and I'm like, what are they doing? But now we didn't contribute to none of that stuff, but we're weak and everything else about for not staying there and helping fixing. How can we fix something that we didn't break?
That's why I always ask the question: why you see black people going to the same people they call the devil and all kind of other things? Why do you always go to? If police is the worst thing that ever happened to the black community, which is not the worst thing that happened to anyway. If you saying that the police are the worst thing that ever happened to the black community, why do you stand and talk to the police chief about fixing the problem? If Sly, like, all right, Nick, look what happened in your communities today. The likes of Super Sly 75 comes off of his high horse and throws filth in your community.
Okay.
And we have proof, ladies and gentlemen, and I will expose this Negro because I have the proof. He throws his Capri Sun on the floor over there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
They don't even sell Capri Sun over here.
That's
How
how
did
you know
this
he was
get
there.
here?
That's how you look. He took his private transportation to go to your community to mess it up. Now, why would you go to him to fix the problem?
I wouldn't.
Yeah, for two reasons. Because he's violent, right? He's gonna put his hands on you, and then he'll be back tomorrow with more Capri Suns throwing the damn stuff on the floor. Before we continue, Sly, let me tell you something. Good for your Patriots. They got their behinds handed to them by the Cowboys. Good for you. That's see, Nate. What happened was they got shellacked. So he took his frustration out on your good, wholesome community with his filth and trash. You should call the police and get this Negro locked up. I will go to court and I will help you. I will testify on your behalf that I've seen him do. Now, like I was saying before, I was so rudely interrupted by him. You can't go to the same people who you claim is the problem to fix the problem. And you damn should be going to the people who had nothing to do with the problem to fix the problem. They coming to you, Nick, can you help us? Help you with what? Our kids are running around here crazy and we need solution. Solution for what? What's going on around here? Where? In the south side of Chicago. I never lived in the south side of Chicago.
Yeah.
But you could still help. What could you do there? You have no knowledge outside of what you're being shown, which 9 times out of 10 is a lie. But you're being shown what's the problem. You
No,
didn't contribute to it. So how could you fix it?
he said it don't matter.
Don't matter.
I mean, you black, you leaving your woman, you leaving your queen, your cheering, and hey, what's up, Roger? All right, Truth, I'm gonna beat it down. Because I was writing it, I kept playing it back while he was talking.
Go ahead.
You supposed to be the front line of defense for the community. You supposed to protect the community, but you brought crack into the hood, cracking guns into the hood, shot up the hood, and got your women hooked on the crack, then complain about her. Then you leave your woman after getting her on it and impregnating her and leaving her. You brought the drugs and guns into the hood, and then you want to run to a non-black, you want to run to someone else's community. Why won't you build in your hood? Why are you opening businesses and doing businesses outside of black neighborhoods somewhere else for people that don't give a crap about your black ASS? And this is a YouTuber. He a YouTuber.
He said this to you, or he just said this in general?
It was to the group.
Okay, so my question is, for him to say you bought drugs, he has to now, because remember,
I've never bought drugs in my life.
I'm pretty sure you never sold drugs ever in your life.
No.
Either. So how can he say you? Look at Sly holding that damn.
Because it's with B2 steak sauce.
got that porn stash. I'm watching him. I'm watching him, Nick. Go ahead.
But the African American Negro is so monolithic in thought, it's ridiculous. Like, I'm like, dude, wait a minute. I didn't have nothing to do with the crack game in Detroit. I ain't never sold crack. I ain't used crack. I ain't transported crack. The only way I would have transported crack is if I ran over a piece of it with my car and it got jammed in the tread of my tire. That's the only way that I'm slinging crack, because it's gonna sling. You slinging crack. Well, I must have ran it over. I don't have any bastard children. I didn't impregnate no crack chick and leave her with no kids and then burn down and shoot up the businesses on Detroit's west side and then go open a store in Sterling Heights. That's not what happened. So these Negroes, he said, I bought a lot of drugs. Hell, I said, see, we ain't talking about you. Oh my goodness. But
so I got a question about this YouTuber, Nick. Is this a young person?
Matter of fact, this what I'm gonna do.
They like maybe like around our age. Like
I
old
think he's
enough.
younger than us. I think
You
he's
don't?
younger than us.
Okay,
I'm gonna
okay.
take a
40.
pic
Because see,
of his avatar.
once upon a
Mhm.
time, there were businesses in the hood.
Yeah.
There
Sure,
were decent neighborhoods.
sure.
There were
What that got to
families.
do with us?
We don't have anything to do with it.
Well,
They
let
got
him
ran
tell it.
off.
Let him tell it, Carrie.
No.
You the reason they closed down.
Well, probably I probably am the reason they closed down.
Carrie single-handedly went to every business and
Yes, I
changed the
did.
locks and ran them out. Carrie single-handedly
hmm
did it.
I told them to not let the sun beat them out of town.
That's right.
You be out of town before the sun goes down. Yes.
Damn right. Let's
I
see. Let
just sent y'all a picture of his avatar. He's on, and I didn't even close the stream. I just paused. I didn't
hold
even
on.
close it, so I don't even need to go back to it and chase it.
Well, hold on. Let me ask a couple. Let me ask a question. I'm slow, black, and stupid. I don't know no better.
Well,
But
me too.
according to the way this picture look, uh, what black community got trees and green grass and curbs and RVs posted in the background like that?
No, wait, Truth. The worst part about this is what is the make and
What is
model
he
of the
leaning on?
of the vehicle he's driving?
I bet you it ain't his. You know, people always taking pictures, leaning front and leaning on somebody else's MFing car.
Well, here's the thing. You give this Negro in this picture, give him a couple of dollars and tell him wherever you go and go, he gonna leave. People need to cut it out. People
They
need to cut
This
really
it
do.
out.
dude, I was trying to keep from losing my SHIT.
Yeah.
But I'm like, you know what? I'm smarter than this dude. You stupid. And what we is trying to tell him, look, dude, you can cape for them chicks all you want. If they don't want you, no matter how hard you cape for them,
Yeah.
they don't want you.
Oh, it makes sense now. He's part of that crew. Oh, okay, I get it now.
They don't. And then I told him, I said, dude, I sold my
Okay, so he
Charger.
is who I think he is. He's the one that I had saw few days ago, Nick, when I had texted you. He was talking about food deserts and was pretty much using what we were saying as his script, word for word.
Oh, so that's how he
Him.
following me.
Oh, like a lot of these people normally do. Ladies and gentlemen of this chat, a lot of people
Negro,
watch
you
us.
can't touch me. I'm untouchable. You can't touch me.
Listen, ladies and gentlemen, a lot of people watch our content when we talking, and they'll take it and they'll go quote it. I've caught people quoting what we said.
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
You know what? I'm flattered because you Negroes could have been stealing from anybody, but you're stealing
You
from
showed
us.
you steal from us. Yeah.
Yeah. I say, man, and
Hold on, Nick, hold
what
on.
I say
Hey, Nick, hold on.
was the sincerest form of was it imitation? Is the
Imitation.
sincerest
Serious form of flattery.
form of
yeah.
flattery?
Hey,
Yeah.
Slav,
Yes, sir.
that was some low shit for me to say that, right? I mean, it's true.
No, the truth.
It's true.
The truth. It is
Well,
what it
let me say
is.
this. That was the knife right there in the kidney. That was the stab in the kidney.
Yeah.
So you could have been stealing from anybody, but you choose to steal from us.
Chose to steal from us. You stole
Thank
from the
you.
wrong ones.
Yeah,
we
you
the
stole
worst
from the
ones to steal.
Yeah, because man, I'm gonna choke you with my own words. But
Right. He's not smart enough to be able to maintain it.
wait, I mean, his argument, I was listening to it. I had to stop, and you know how you get the paper, a piece of toilet paper because your nose is bleeding and you stick it in because I'm losing. I'm like, this, but he's serious. This is the scary part.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He ain't faking.
Oh,
He's
I believe
serious.
he meant it. Yeah, it sounded like he meant it. I believe he
He's
meant
serious.
it. Yeah.
I'm telling you, simps are more dangerous than Pookie's and Ray Ray. Is Pookie and Ray Ray dangerous? Yes. But Simple Simon, a Simpstein, them boys are dangerous.
I'll fight a simp. You could put a dead
and that
battery
ain't
in
no
their
way
back.
that's his car. You simping like that, and that's your car. I bet you after somebody took the picture, somebody walk out, hey man, what you doing on my car?
Get the hell off my
You know,
car.
because dude, I had chicks when I had mine, and I come outside the HEB, and they link one on each side, and they pose, and I'm like, what the hell these hoes doing on my car? And that's why I was like, Carrie, what, Nick? I'm selling the Charger. For what? I can't deal with this Charger life no more. I can't.
Too much comes with it. Even if you got a V6, it's just too much.
But I had mine before all this goofball stuff.
Don't matter.
You know, I had mine, and mine is stock. It's plain. It's just the way. Don't think I had the windows tinted. Ooh, it's Texas. Who don't have their windows tinted? You know,
when you're dealing with simple-minded people, you can't tell them that. All they see is a Charger.
I know a
nigga who told me, he showed me a picture and it was like, yo, this is the Hellcat I'm trying to buy. I was like, that's not a Hellcat. Yeah, it is. I said, no, it's not. Well, how can you tell? Where's the Hellcat sign on it? You took a picture of every angle of this car, but you can't even point out where's the Hellcat? It got to say that? Right then and there, I said, let me stop talking to him because I can see myself. You know, I'm gonna get stupider as the moment. I'm good. I should have told him, yeah, buy that. That's a dope Hellcat. I'll go buy it right now.
I had to tell one idiot, he didn't know. I said, dude, the first, how come you ain't got the wide? But I said the first Scat Packs weren't wide bodies. You didn't know that?
Yeah.
Because he gonna think I'm fronting that I stuck a sticker on. Well, guess what? I guess I'm also fronting with that under there too, right? I'm fronting with the logo in the seat backs, right?
Mm.
You know, I said, dude, the first Scat Packs weren't wide bodies. Well, my bad, man. Okay, but Negro, you talking to me from the bus stop? You talking at me from the bus stop? Why am I even entertaining this clown?
See how quickly you get sucked in, and you have to catch yourself. It's just like that. It's like, wait a minute, I'm in too deep.
Mm-hmm.
It's like that. Yeah.
I saw, dude, as soon as I posted it for sale, by that weekend, it was gone.
Yeah.
Wow, I'm not surprised. I bet whoever bought it didn't know what the hell it was buying. They just wanted it.
He didn't negotiate. Yeah. He didn't, you know, because I wanted this, but I put it here just in case to give me some, you know, and still got a brand new set because I was gonna brand new set of tires. I ain't even put them on. I said the tires. I even put them in the picture. The tires come with it. Well, how much extra for? No, there is no more extra. The tires, come with it. Were you taking out that Pioneer flat screen? Nope. I ain't taking nothing. It goes just as you see it. Ding ding. And it was gone. I kid you not. I got at least 8 or 9 phone calls afterwards telling people it's already gone. Damn. It's already gone. Yeah. What'd you sell it for? It's already gone. What you got the number for? It's already gone. And then then I went and flexed on them from the Ford dealership, showing them a brand new Platinum at nighttime, and said I'll be back and pick it up tomorrow. So, but I can ride in that thing. Nobody is none the wiser. They have no idea that truck costs just as much as that freaking Charger does.
Yeah,
they have now. The thieves know. But you know, I mean, but the regular street folks, they have no idea.
Normies are clueless about a lot of stuff.
They just see a pickup. Oh, it's F-150. Yeah. That's they have the Platinum Limited part just kind of it don't mean nothing to them.
Yeah.
Because ain't nobody making rap videos and TikTok taking the doors off of them, riding up and down the freeway in Detroit with all the doors off. Detroit is always, why is my hometown always on a special kind of stupid? Truth.
Hey, I'm still trying to figure out how niggas in Texas be riding around them. You see how they bring all their candy painted cars out?
Yeah, it's called the donk.
And then they go back to poverty. You go back to the hood.
Wait, hey, Sly, I'm gonna give it. Hey, wait. Well, see, it's a little different when you're down here in the third wall. See, you ride your dog, you come through here. Long as you put something on it when you come through, tip your hat when you ride by, you be all right. I guess Sly was messing with J Prince for a month. I bet you he was at home fist punching the air
I'm
like,
sure
who is
somebody's
this
like,
Super
who
Sly?
is this mofo here?
Fifth wall, baby, fifth wall. That bullet that Quavo caught was for this. He come here with that, and I'm like, oh boy, time to time to cut it off. Time to cut it off. But no, but truth. So since you being the goon that you are, according to the guy that's in the picture that I just sent you, being the goon that you are, because you done doped out the hood, and you done blamped out the hood, shot it all up. Instead of you going to a non-violent hood, why don't you fix up the hood that you doped up and blamped up?
Well, obviously I was busy because I was busy just shooting and selling drugs, right, and making babies and just leaving. So
that's how that works.
Yeah, I had to be the one because I was just so busy, and Carrie had already got who she can get out of there. So
damn.
Why is it that I'm not there fixing it up? Well, I'm gonna tell you why I'm not fixing it up. So let's just say I am the person who did all this stuff, right? And I leave, and I call you, Nick. Hey, I feel bad for what I did, man, to the hood. I was busy just shooting it up and selling drugs and making babies. I'm gonna go back and fix it, okay? And Nick Taylor's gonna say, "You sure you want to do that?" I'm gonna say, "Yeah, man. I'm gonna try to make a difference with my people." And so I call Sly and say, Sly, look, I'm going back to the hood. I'm gonna fix this up. I was busy selling drugs and shooting up everything and making babies, and I'm gonna take the rest of my money. I'm gonna put it back into the community. And Sly say, well, nigga, on your way there, don't forget to stop off here and pay your dues. Topic for another conversation. So I'm on my way to go repair the hoods, Nick, and I got $10 trillion, and I'm gonna go fix the hood up. And I go to the hood and say, ladies and gentlemen, please forgive me. I was here selling drugs. I shot the community up, and I was making babies, and I wasn't doing the right thing, but I'm back here to fix it. I have $10 trillion, and I'm going to fix the community up. You can set your watch to when I'm going to be in somebody's trunk or shot dead, because the Negro is so stupid, they're going to believe that I got $10 trillion in my pocket. That's one. Two, the moment the moment I take the first brick and put it on the ground, I'm gonna look over my shoulder to the right. And you know what I'm gonna see? A whole bunch of Negroes watching me. You know what they're gonna be saying? Who the H is this nigga think he could come back here and gonna make a difference? That's two. Three, if I go back to fix the community and you don't want me to bring nobody from the outside, right? That means I'm still gonna need help. So I'm gonna go back to the people within the community for help. Now, then I have to deal with this. How much you paying? Because the Negro wasn't he don't make a dime as is legally. But when I say, hey, help me build this building so the elders can have a place to go and play cards and and yada yada yada, just because I'm black and I got money, he gonna want me to pay him $200 an hour, right? Then in the midst of me, let's say I am able to round up a group of black Negroes who are gonna help me do this. You think they're gonna come to work every day? And the ones that do come, remember, because we in said community, the ones that do come, you think they not gonna come with their ass on their shoulders, high, drunk, call me, hey, truth, look, man, look, I ain't really making it today, man. I ain't feeling good. Because everything is COVID now. I got COVID. Nah, nigga, you was hanging out, partying and drinking. You don't want no outside help, but your inside help is not reliable. Right?
But there she is. Go ahead, bro. I found her.
So in the midst of me trying to help build your community without outside help, because I'm the one who went with a gun, shot it up, and sold drugs and
Yeah,
made a whole
you did.
bunch of babies. It's my fault. So I'm gonna accept the fact that it's my fault, take full responsibility, but I can't rely on you Negroes. So guess what I have me being a man of my word, guess what I'm gonna have to do, Nick? I'm gonna now have to go outside the community and get people to come help. Right. And then when you see me paying these outsiders because I can't rely on y'all, then the problem is still gonna be
You
there.
sold out, but you sold out.
I sold out. No matter what I do, I sold out. That's like you can never go back and help out any community. You
You
can
can't
never help out
win.
any black community. Yeah, exactly. You cannot win. The moment I pull up in the car, right, I can go rent a Nissan Sentra and pull up in that Nissan Sentra on my way to go fix the community. The
Mm-hmm.
first thing niggas is gonna say is, "Look at this nigga. Who we think he is? Look at him. Look, look." Then I make my speech. I'm here to fix the community, and I'm gonna be and me being me. As I'm talking, I'm gonna be looking into the eyes of each and every one of them wolves. And the
What
first
they
thing I'm
say, what they say, Sly. I don't like to look at this shit.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
I don't like to look at this
No, I
shit.
don't like this shit.
yeah.
Yeah, chewing on a banana.
Gotta drop it down on these niggas.
So for my own safety, because I know anything that looks like me is the enemy to anything that looks like me. So the smartest thing for me to do is go get somebody with straight hair, of a Caucasoid pigment. But then you're not gonna want him, right? I could fix the community up, and all you niggas is gonna do is tear it apart. How many times you seen them put? They say we need a community center for the kids. We need a basketball court for the kids, and they give you that. And the first thing you niggas do is go, y'all go congregate in it, sell drugs, and killing it. There's parks where they say during the whole Jacksonville, Florida thing, right? With them psychopaths. How many pictures slide did you see them niggas standing in the park? Videos. They in the park on the slide with AK-47s in their hands and all kind of pistols.
Yeah.
Now, what
Mhm.
kid you think they're, swinging on the swing when you see, pistol smoking the rest of these niggas shooting a video talking about killing each other at the park, right? They write their gang signs and you know and 23 and cross it out and whatever other nigga they done killed at the moment all over the sign that's saying welcome to the park that Carrie D built. But you can't even see that no more because they done graffiti that out. And I tell you this, I when I was growing up, I was always told, don't ever sell a car to your friend. I said, why? And they said, you're never gonna they said, don't ever sell a car to your friend because it's gonna hurt you to see what they do to that car that you put your time
I've
into.
been there. Yes, I've
Mhm.
been there.
I didn't listen.
Mhm.
I sold a Jeep Grand Cherokee to my friend. A week later, he had the damn donut on it. 2 weeks later, it had a dent in it. And I'm like, yo, all that time I put into this, I had to damn near remove myself from that block so it didn't hurt me. So imagine I know I just built this community up, and here I come back and I see Super Sly 75, you know, OG Super Sly spray painted across the wall. First thing I'm gonna say is, what the hell? Right? And he got Nick Taylor crossed out.
Of course.
Yeah,
Oh, I mean, now that part, yeah, I
yeah.
can see that
Because
part.
that's
You
the shit
know,
Sly do. And I don't want to get on. I'm trying to listen, I'm trying to be the mature one.
yeah. Let's say Nick who?
Yeah. Yeah, he got Nick Taylor crossed out with gang signs all over the damn place. And I'm gonna look like, yo, I just put $10 trillion into this community, and already these Negroes selling drugs right here. Look at this. This building is boarded out. What happened to where the old folks at? What happened to the community center? Oh, niggas that went there and robbed it and stole all the computers and this, that, and the third. What? It will hurt me to know I put my time and effort into rebuilding the community after you've told me to come back and do it because I destroyed it, and you just turn around and destroy it. That's why hey, you should never put your money into something like that. Don't ever put your time into something like that because your feelings are gonna be hurt.
Mhm.
In the
Yeah,
Bronx,
they will
I
crush
know
your feelings.
I know a basketball court that they didn't have rims. So one of the guys from no, hell, I gotta say one of the guys, hell, y'all know him. Uh Earl Manigault, the GOAT. Yeah, Earl Manigault. He put his money into this park, painted the floors, you know, got them 2 nice rims, chain nets on it, everything. You know what? You know that park right now, they don't go play basketball in it because niggas done destroyed the park. They sell drugs in that park, all kind of stuff in that park. So what was the purpose of him putting his time into that? Just for y'all to destroy it. Now that's what see Nick, they want you to give us your money so we can, or your time, come back and fix this building up that you didn't destroy, but you're gonna take the responsibility for it. You know what's gonna happen to the building. You niggas, you black people, y'all can't keep a park safe for children. You convince you How am I to be convinced that if I put a store here, a storefront here, and I say, Carrie, sell your good here, right? Sell your item here, sell your goods here. What kind of friend am I to Carrie? Guess what? I done put her in harm's way because they're gonna rob her. They're gonna tear the storefront down. And if let's say they don't rob her or tear the storefront down, they not gonna patronize with her. You know why? Because niggas will jump over her to go to the Habib to buy his stuff. Didn't David Carroll show a video one time when he was talking about how selling the hot dogs? When they get to the black
Yes.
man, something, man, this hot dog tastes funny, man.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
and
Mm-hmm.
same
Yep.
price, and they so warped in their brains. What did he say? You can go and buy the hot dogs, bread, and condiments from the white man, put it in your storefront, and sell the same hot dogs you just got from there, and the Negro still will find something wrong with it.
Yeah. Yes.
That's what they'll
Yes.
do. They don't want to hear. Let me tell you something. People will say, "Oh, we need more of this and more of that and more of this." That. Like Nick, I see people say, "Oh man, Nick Kelly, your videos are the best." This, that, and the third. I don't ever see nobody sit there, sharing it.
Nope.
Don't ever. I never see that.
Hell no.
Nah, but you know what they'll do? Let Cyborg G make some video. Did she make a video where she call her child? What she call her child? The child saying I was
Dust
hungry.
ball. Little dust ball.
And that got more traction than positivity. Negativity spreads faster any day of the week. And that's why you can't go back and build their communities because all they know how to do is be negative people. Nick, now imagine that, Nick. You decide to go do something right for a quote unquote black community in Texas, and you drive your pretty pickup over there. Hey, y'all, where's a safe place to park? Oh, you can park right here. You park there, and you go to do your business. You come back. You're lucky if it's there in one piece. You're lucky if
Mm-hmm.
the frame is still there.
Yeah.
And then when it's going, you know what they're gonna say? No, man, hey, don't let that deter you from helping us out. It was y'all niggas who did it.
What Chris Rock say? Y'all didn't see shit because y'all was doing shit.
Yeah.
But see, them the ones you gotta flash the steel, and you don't flash it at them. It's like while they talking, like you putting on your shirt, and when it's sticking up in your holster and whatnot, and you taking a spare magazine while they talking and putting it to you in your pocket and everything. You gotta let them, because then they like, okay. I mean, because the ones that talk it and doing all the waving,
Yeah.
you really don't have to worry about them unless it's a chick involved.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because all you got to do is let a skirt be involved, and your life is in danger.
Hey, I was at the Wawa, right? And I was working in Delaware. I went to the Wawa. So I'm coming out the Wawa. I went and bought a Philly cheesesteak sandwich.
Imagine that.
Yeah, right. I was buying a Philly cheesesteak sandwich. I went and got a coffee and a bag of chips, right? Across the street from the hospital. And I took a little bit of what you said, Nick. So I'm coming out. The guy was like, hey, no, 2 Negroes, right? Hey, how much that sandwich cost? He ain't talking to me. I ain't turning around. He said, hey, you getting in that black car? So I looked at the car and I said, here we go.
Here we go.
Here we go. I said, I got to kill a nigga in the parking lot. Here we go. I said, you talking to me? Yeah, how much that sandwich cost? I said, go order a Philly cheesesteak sandwich, a coffee and a bag of chips, and they'll tell you the price. So he was like, well, I ain't got no money. I was like, well, all right, cool. So I'm getting in the car, and his friend was like, you lucky we don't take yours. So I said, oh.
Here we go.
So so when I fly places with my gun, right? Because
Mm-hmm.
I know how to transport it. So
Mm-hmm.
I said, okay, so not a problem. I took my wallet out. I said, is money in here? And there's a bank card, and the PIN number is 1115. Here you go. So they both started looking at each other. I said, but here's the thing. Here go my phone too. I said, which one of y'all gonna call the cops? What you mean, which one gonna call the cops? I said, because if y'all friends, you're not going to see your friend laying on the street dying.
Oh,
So I said, y'all talk about this. Take your time. Who's gonna come for the phone? Who's gonna come for the bullet?
Mm.
We never mind, OG. I know it's never mind. I know it's never mind. So then I had to make sure the temperature was still a temperature slot. So as I drove past, I drove past them. I stopped. I got out again. I went over to them. I said, look, I'm going to be here for a week. I said, there's so many things you could be doing. I would not want the last thing you do on earth was to come for this wallet or this phone. I said, so do me a favor. When you see me, act like you see the devil and look the other way. And if you were smart, you would keep it moving. Oh, no, you got it, bro. You got it, bro. I said, I know I got it, right? Just don't play with me. What I do, I purposely went to that gas station every day, the Wawa, every day. And every time them Negroes saw me, right? First of all, you hanging out the Wawa, right? But every time they saw me, they go turn their fucking head real fast, looking. No, ain't nothing up in the sky. Nothing's up there, but clouds in the damn sun. You ain't looking at nothing up there. I come back out the store, Nick. What I do? I make sure my shirt is tucked so you can see the handle of the gun,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
just to let the niggas know it's that type time for as long as I'm here.
Yeah.
So I get to the car. So I guess what I tell them?
what you tell him?
Hey, I'm flying out Friday. So y'all got
Look,
more than enough opportunity to do what you're gonna do. We don't want no problems, OG. I know, but I'm flying out Friday. I'll stop by here before I fly out. Friday before I went to the Philadelphia airport, I went right back to the gas station. Y'all niggas good? Now we good, OG. All right. Y'all have a great one. I'll see you next go round. Be back in 2 weeks. I went back 2 weeks later, nobody at the gas station.
You just
man,
couldn't
look.
tell him the price of the sandwich, huh? You just
Oh,
couldn't.
I did
See,
tell them the price. The price was the wallet and the phone. Y'all get to pick which one you want. I'm going for the phone because I don't feel like getting shot in the Wawa parking lot.
Nick, am I wrong? Am I wrong? Could you just sandwich? It was like $8, bro. And
I would have shot him a number and walked. I would have shot him a number and kept walking.
Well, the
While
thing
I'm
is,
while I'm chewing on the sandwich, right?
listen,
But I'm
I
that kind of savage.
I know
I'm
that's not what.
chewing on the sandwich, but it's $9.50.
Well, look, they wanted I was scared for my life. I seen two Negroes asking me, about my contents in my hand, and I heard one say, "Hey, lucky we don't take your money." What?
yeah,
Oh,
he shouldn't have said that. Nah,
I had to
actually.
look around. I said, "These niggas must got Jesus with them."
Wait a minute, the chrome plated Jesus, that's on the necklace Jesus.
No, they ain't have him. See, I got him.
But well, I mean, well, look at the dude when I was on with y'all before. The dude in HEB gonna tell me about me covering up my hand on the pin number. Remember?
Yeah.
What,
Oh yeah, we used to have
remember
that.
that? Yeah, I can see your pin and well, I see your pin. And
I'll give it
okay,
to you. I'll give it to you.
That's what I said. Okay, my pin is 47.49.
Yeah.
There you go.
Ain't no good without the card.
Yeah, then that's why I told him. Well, I mean, you're just showing people, dude. Don't think you showing us people you gonna get shot. How to get shot in the face here in this HEB.
Right? Why would you want the last thing to do in your life
I didn't say it loud. I
would be reaching for my
didn't
card?
do nothing, and I just gave him the look. That's
Yeah.
all you gonna do is show these people how to get shot in the face in this grocery store.
Yeah. I seen somebody say this recently on YouTube, and this is an old saying, but I seen it recently. It's an old man. He said he was telling his grandson. He was telling his grandson this. His grandson was getting arrested by the cops, and he said, "Grandpa, please come help me, Grandpa." And the
My bad.
grandfather said, "No, we good." The grandfather said, You play stupid games, you win stupid prizes.
Yeah. Wait a minute. I got to queue up Sly. Wait a minute. Hey, Truth, we gonna mess with Sly. Watch this. We gonna mess.
Yeah, because he's doing other things other than paying attention to us. Because
we gonna mess with Sly. Okay, you ready, True?
Go ahead and get him. Cuss him out.
Sly, I got a question. Now, you supposed to be the smart one. How do you fix these niggers and get them to stop with all this damn simping and to straighten this stuff out and leave the inquisitors alone? It ain't bothering nobody. Why don't he go talk to the people that was selling the dope and give them that pitch? Or them hoes that was smoking the dope and give them that pitch? El Boom Quee that's then had 5 kids by 5 different niggers. Why, Sly? That's what I want to know. Why? Why don't he go talk to them instead of messing with us?
Sly, address the niggers part first.
Oh, I can't.
I mean, you gotta address that. Oh, Jeans up. Boom, who?
Boom
who?
Boom Quee. Boom Quee. BOOMQUIQUI. Boom Quee.
Hey, Sure, would you call Negroes niggers? Say it again.
Yeah, I think he called them niggerus. I think that's what he called them, niggerus.
I have no plausible answer for it. You're dealing with people that are just unhinged, and there's no talking sense to those people.
But Sly, you gotta try. The niggers need you.
No, I ain't fit for lead. I ain't fit for leadership in that role, in that capacity. No.
Man.
Hey, Nick, I said this a long time ago when I used to really give a damn
I'm glad y'all find that entertaining.
That was crazy.
Because I can't hear it. I can't hear it.
It's hilarious.
I don't get to hear it until I listen to the playback. I can't hear it.
But Nick, answer this question.
Uh-huh.
What will it take? Just give me a dollar amount. What will it take to clean up a black community? Just give me any dollar amount. I'm just talking about money. How much do you think? We talking about when we say community, let's take.
We can't print enough, man.
All right, but just make up a number. Just say 10 blocks make up a Negro community. How much money do you think it would take?
10 blocks in Detroit, that's death, destruction, and chaos. That's all.
Okay. Well, how much money do you think it would take to clean up one block and rebuild one house?
Oh, rebuilding the houses is easy. Keeping it together is something else.
All right, but just give me an amount.
Okay. One block, Detroit, you got 22 houses on each side of the street. 22 is 44. Put 60K in each standing house.
Okay.
60K, so 60 times 44. Let me see. But all of them ain't gonna be standing because Detroit is the home of the vacant lot.
All right, well, let's just say
okay, but I'll go with 60 by 40. Okay. That's 2.6. That's 2.6 mil.
$2.6 million. Okay. So I went to Nick. I said, okay, Nick, thank you for the numbers. Now I go to Sly. I say, Sly, let me ask you. No, I go to Carrie. I say, Carrie, let me ask you a question. How many people you think it would take to clean up this one block? How many people think we need to hire to clean up this one community, which is just the equivalent of one block? How many people you think it's going to take?
Well, we'd have to hire from the outside because the neighborhood's not doing it.
But we're going to go inside.
I'd say maybe about 15 to 20.
15 to 20. Okay, so now Nick Taylor helped me out with let's say $2.5 million.
Yeah, 2.6. Yeah.
And Carrie say, okay, we need 15 to 20 people. Now I go to Sly and I say, Sly, this is the most important part. We got $2.6 million. Sly, I'm going to give you $2.6 million. You have to now go back to that community and find somebody who's going to head the $2.6 million that can be trusted to hire the 15 to 20 people to clean that community up.
I'm gonna take the money and we'll do something else with it.
We gotta
Mhm.
dash.
I'm like,
Thank you.
hey y'all, I found something a little bit better outside. Yeah, we're gonna take the money and run.
I
Definitely.
said this a long time ago in one of my videos. I'm talking about. I said this maybe in 2000, right when I did the. As a matter of fact, my first time said it when I did the video with O'Shea, when I was introduced to him and we did that live. Black people always talking about helping. Who are you gonna put to lead this? Name one person that you can't give the average Negro who talking about we need help $2.6 million and they're gonna do right. Did y'all see the video of the black mayor who's like, I forgot her name, but they say she living her city girl life.
Yeah,
She's over a small.
it's a subdivision outside of Chicago.
Yeah, Dalton. She's the mayor of
Dalton.
Dalton.
Yeah, that's
She
right.
walks around with security. You know, she puts herself all over billboards. Now, you think you're gonna give her $2.6 million and she gonna do right by that money with the
No.
community? None of them will. So the
Mm-mm.
answer is you won't be able to do it. So if I can't trust you to give you money to fix up your community, because also remember when Donald Trump said in the communities like that are dangerous, we should send in the National Guard. And what did the likes of Jojo Capone say? Well, we could police ourselves. Well, if you could police yourself, Jojo Capone, how come your community is getting more violent as the days go by?
And that's why I was gonna with the title of the video with the "you can't lead if you don't know how to follow" part.
Yeah.
That's why I was gonna throw that out, and I'm gonna let y'all give y'all closing statements because I know y'all gotta go.
Well,
Now,
actually, I'm it's early. I'm still it's 7:11 for me because I'm back on the West Coast.
oh, cool. Well, then we can just kick out Sly and Carrie, and then I mean, no, I want everybody to get a nibble on this one because it's in
Right.
the title. You can't lead.
Hmm.
People get mad. I ain't following nobody. A person that says that they cannot or will not follow someone, I don't want them nowhere near me.
Exactly.
Because if you can't lead if you don't know how to follow.
Mhm.
Some of the best leaders in the world and throughout history, if you read their stuff or listen to them talk, they normally refer the greatness to someone else besides themselves.
Hmm.
You know, just like Jordan's dad and Michael, what did he say? His brother used to clean his clock. That's what Michael Jordan used to say. But his brother he stopped growing at 5'8".
Yeah.
Yeah, but Jordan was still saying, I was 6'1" and I couldn't handle my brother. 6'2" and don't nobody even know who his brother is. His brother could have been the next. Well, Muggsy Bogues was shorter than 5'8", but you know what I'm saying.
Hmm.
I've watched videos of Jordan's brother jumping out the gym
Yeah, dunking the
at
ball.
5'8"
Hmm.
and all kind of other stuff. So you got this going. You're not willing to lead. I mean, willing to follow.
Hmm.
If you don't know, and this would I always tell people, well, because I'm from military, you got that system. You know what I mean? But you start at the bottom or
Hmm.
close to the bottom. Okay, you got 2 years of college, you start 2 rows from the bottom. But you still close to the bottom. You ain't got no authority. You don't have no stroke.
Hmm.
If you can't follow, how the hell are you going to learn from the leader how to lead? Because more than likely, you're going to have more than one leader. Sly got his daddy. He got his mama. He got his uncle. He got the Mexican that he is threatening to beat up at the wood plant. He got
It's like get on my nerve.
he got and gonna threaten him on the clock. Didn't even bother to clock out
I
before he
was
threatened
standing
it.
up for myself against workplace bullying.
You believe him, Carrie?
That's exactly what it was. because the white man said so. He's like, hey, we believe you, black man.
Okay.
Go
All
back to
right.
work.
I'll give you that one. So, but you learn. I'm quite sure the fire chief that was over Slide when they was doing the forestry work, he learned a lot of shit from him. And he learned some stuff from this guy. And he learned some stuff from another guy that was in the classroom. And he took all three of them people and he mushed them into one that's the way it is. If you can't take marching orders from someone, what makes you think someone should take marching orders from you?
Exactly.
I agree.
You know, one of the
you don't have to like them to learn from them either.
Sure, no. Some of the most, with the exception of Mr. Keller, but some of the most crucial things that I've learned from people were from NCOs. I mean, I wasn't in love with them. I didn't hate them, but whatever. But in hindsight, as things went on, I'm like, what would Sergeant Burks do? What would Sergeant Robinson do? What would Sergeant Patterson do? What would Gunny Shale do? You know what I'm saying? And next thing I know, I'm all for these guys.
Yeah.
And but these people here, nobody in a profession is self-taught.
Exactly.
And I mean a real profession. I ain't talking about no. A real profession. Not where you getting gypped by where say, don't worry about it. I read it for you. Just sign the damn thing.
Just sign the damn thing.
Just sign the damn thing.
Good old Sly. Good old, I don't know what he keep looking at, but he's sure looking at the screen.
I'm handling business, sir.
I don't know nothing about that. Just pay attention.
He working on somebody's contract.
No,
but
he making his nose send Negroes to Nick door tomorrow.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, they gonna come to my door. They in trouble. They better be bulletproof. Man. So now you get the hood. This is why the hood won't get fixed, because the hood had the last leaders that left, that died off, were my dad, because I'm in my 50s, my grandfathers, and people say, why you say grandfathers plural? Because you got two. Yeah. Your daddy's daddy and your mama's daddy. But I guess they just so used to not having
the father side doesn't exist.
Right. So that's why they trip out when I say two sets of grandparents, what the hell is he talking about?
Yeah.
But my mom's parents and my dad's parents. 100%. But so if you weren't taught to follow, you don't know how to lead. That's why in Detroit's West Side, Detroit's East Side, just Detroit, period, Chicago, New Jersey, and New York City, and Memphis, Tennessee, and St. Louis, and all these other places. Oh, Carrie, Felicia sent me a text. Just
wave a waving text.
Yeah, that she's okay. That she done moved in and got all her stuff. She done moved out of her folks' place where she is just staying temporarily, and she got her own place. So, yeah. So, but so they refused to follow because they saw flaws. There was no leadership. It was because I said so, because I'm your mama, I'll beat your ass. Or when you 18, you getting out of this mofo, right? Even though the girl can stay, but you got to get out. And unless you the son husband, then that's different. But you still wasn't taught any leadership skills. So now you got thousands upon thousands of people in this hood, in Jefferson Park, Chalmers Park, Allen Park, Skyline. You know what I'm saying? Harper Homes, Carver Homes. You know what I'm saying? With no leadership. The closest thing they seen to a leader was a dude slinging rocks.
Well, yeah, because authority is supposed to start in the home with the father. And we already know how that goes. Boom Kwee is out here giving a baby to every man that walks past her. You know what I'm saying?
Passing
Yep.
them out like candy.
Yeah, yeah, you get a baby, you get a baby, you get a baby, and you get a baby.
You all get baby.
She doing it Oprah style.
Yeah.
So how do you fix? That's why I'm telling this. Okay, so how do you fix that? And he said,
You
"Well, you
can't
got to
fix
fix
that.
it by
If you
supporting the
listen,
women."
Nick, if support the women, you know how
That's what
easy
he
it is to
said.
not get pregnant and they still refuse to be responsible.
Hey, let me say
It is
this.
very easy to not get pregnant. And these chicks can get birth control for free. They can go into any county health department in this country and
Hmm.
get free, they call it family planning because you're supposed to plan for your family, not just be out here, handing babies out. They
Yeah,
won't do that.
that's
How
true.
you can't fix that.
One thing I love about Full Metal Jacket, right? And I keep this saved as a screenshot. People, especially with black people, when a child is born, what do they tell that child? Yo, you gonna be something special. You gonna be this. You
Yeah.
gonna be that. Don't let nobody tell you no different. That's great. Bad enough. That's not real. But be now. Can we be realistic?
Hmm.
I was in a Jamaican spot, and I was talking to the lady, and she had her kids, and she was like, "Oh look," she said, "Yo, that's my son and my daughter. Look, they the next owners of this." And I'm looking around like, oh, bitch, this is barely holding on. Wow, like I'm thinking, you're gonna leave them this? So one thing I love about Full Metal Jacket, right? When they got to that boot camp, right? Do y'all remember how he made it an even playing field? He said, and I screenshot it because I love it. Right here. There's no racial bigotry here. I don't look down on N words, K words, wops, or greasers. Here you are all equally worthless. Even playing field. And my orders are to weed out the non-hackers who do not pack the gear to serve in my beloved core.
Yep.
If you was to weed out, which is not hard because it doesn't take a whole day to recognize who the hell is not worth anything in your black community. Ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know how to do it, I'm going to help you right now. If you want to clean up your black community and you trying to weed out the worthless people, you go outside during regular business hours and see who's sitting around. Those are the first names on the list. Well, let me write this down. I see Nick Taylor. He going to work. Okay, Carrie, she getting in the car going to work. Okay, that's Sly over there. He shaking somebody down. So let, let, let me circle his name because I don't know what the hell he doing. Right? Then I'm gonna come
You
back
just
outside.
you don't hear slide. You just see his hand going, pointing
Yeah,
up, pointing it,
yeah,
but he gritting it. That grit your teeth
yeah,
talk.
yeah,
That look. Well, I mean, his mouth ain't open, just the
yeah.
teeth.
Or you
Look.
see his two hands coming from behind the tree, and the person on the other end of the hands is getting shook, so shaking him to death.
I wish I had it like that. I
Well,
really do.
we'll talk about that later. I'll expose you later. But like I was saying, don't interrupt me again. Like I was saying, whatever you're looking at, stick to that because it ain't us. I'm about to call you on the phone to get your attention. Anyways,
He'll do it too.
right?
Don't tempt him.
I
I'll
know.
call you. I've done it before. I'll do it again. So you go outside and look, right? Who's sitting around during regular business hours? Because you should be doing some type of work, right? Then you go to
Something.
them. Something. Then you go to them. Hey, how y'all doing? Yada yada. Hey, what you do for a living? And listen to the answers, right? If you want to figure out who else is worthless in your community, right? Knock at the doors, right? Who is it? Hey, it's a Truth Teller 410. I'm here on behalf of Nick Taylor, Carrie, and Super Slot 75. I'm here to build up your community. They open the door, you see an assload of kids running around. 9 times out of 10, she brings nothing to the table. Okay, check. I don't want to know your name. I'm gonna put building 580 apartment 1A. Okay, she's gone. You can observe, and after a good observation, you'll be able to tell who in this community is worth keeping and who do we need to get rid of, right? So then after you go outside in the daytime and you see Jared Quavius and Gloctavion sitting by the sitting in front of the bodega, go back outside at night. And if they're still there, you know good and well they don't do nothing. Right?
Yeah, they're useless eaters.
Yeah. Then you go talk to the people. Just talk to them. See who's paying attention to you. And see if they doing like Sly's doing, they just there along for the ride.
It's not like, wait a minute. What did I do?
I'm like Chucky, Sly. I'm your friend to the end.
It's apparently, yeah.
Can't nobody say nothing bad about you, but I'll give you hell. The rest of you niggas in the chat, I'll give you the business. Anyway, you have to before you try to you deliver product, Nick, right, to construction sites.
Mm-hmm.
You ever deliver wood?
Yes.
And they just take wood and they put it down on the truck and they say, okay, and you deliver it. You ever stuck around for when they take the wood off? You ever stuck around and see what they do with the wood? All right. Not every piece of wood goes into the construction site.
Correct.
So because they have to take, okay, we could use these 15, but this 15 here is no good. Or we can use it, but we can't use it for what we're going to use. We can't frame a house with this wood.
Yeah, you can't use it on external. They call them blems.
Exactly.
I guess that's short for blemish.
Yeah.
They call them blems.
I've seen some construction sites when they go through whatever's left and let's say it's not worked out so they can return it. I've seen them say, hey, if any of you guys can use this, it's all yours.
Yep.
Because you can't use everything. Just like the average Afro-American Negro of quote unquote black community. Though they're there, a lot of them serve no purpose. I'm talking about from the elder down to the newborn baby.
Yeah, some elders ain't worth
okay. So you're channeling Margaret Sanger. Okay, so was she a prophet or was she an evil woman? I think she was a prophet.
I think that woman was if you put her
and George Bernard Shaw.
If somebody put a statue of her next to a statue of Jesus, and they told me they put a gun in my head and said, get on your knees and pray to your savior, I'm going to drop on my knees in front of her.
Yeah.
Wow.
Me too.
Yeah.
Man, wait a minute. You ain't gonna do Sky Daddy?
Sky Daddy serves no purpose. He's made up. That's make believe.
Okay.
I pray to Elmo before I pray to him.
Yeah, he never did nothing for nobody. Margaret at least had a plan. And
wait a minute. The little sheriff, he about ready to hit y'all up. He mad about that.
All right.
God dang it! Now, you need to tell me, since we talking about this hood stuff, before we get out of here, what's the mission? How come Pastor Port, Minister Meatloaf, Bishop Buttermilk Biscuit, why do they get a pass? How come Deacon Drumstick don't have to come up with any answers? Why is it always the regular niggers and not the ones that's taking the money, and they don't live in the hood? They taking the money that the chick give them that she took from her man, and he getting a little rub on the side. You know he hitting boom quee quee from the ooh, boom quee quee. Oh, say my name. Deacon Drumstick. Say it again. Deacon Drumstick. Say it louder. Deacon Drumstick.
Lord have mercy.
This is
Father,
so
help us all.
So disrespectful.
Why do they get a pass, but the regular, average, everyday garden variety nigger gotta take some heat?
He don't even know how to answer because he's not paying attention.
I know. I'm traumatized by the.
I'm watching you, Fly. I'm watching you.
I'm
Look,
traumatized.
Pastor Pulled Pork be getting it in.
There's no logical answer I could give you as to why those that are placed in status of worship, they're not. I guess they're not expected to. Their job, their work is spreading the word. I guess that's it. That's
Have
all
y'all
there is
seen
to do.
Al or Jesse's step to a mic and tell these people to cut it out?
Are you crazy? They do that. The money stops.
Where's that that Negro lawyer that's been making the rounds? Every case.
Oh, Crump?
Yeah.
Yeah, Crump.
Listen, he don't have time to stop in the black community.
Benjamin Chump.
He don't have time to help. He don't have
Oh,
time
he
to
too
do
busy
that.
counting this. He too busy
chasing
his
ambulance and police cars.
Yeah,
you can't fix this place. You can't
if you end the
fix it.
dysfunction, yes, you end the money stream. The money train stops. Yes.
Yeah. The dysfunction. Think about this. If we all say, all right, you know what? We're going to start, or everybody go start a new channel right now. And we focus on two things, excusing dysfunction and crediting the black woman for everything good and the black man for everything bad. We'll be the most popular YouTube group on YouTube.
Oh man.
Bad enough we are the most popular black group on YouTube, in my opinion. And I challenge anybody to that. You bring whatever you bring. I'll ask a couple questions just to prove my point.
Simps are dangerous.
We wouldn't be able to carry all the money that we would make. Look at this nigga here. Hold on. Look at Sly.
Final.
Hold on. No, look at Sly. Look at Sly. Nigga talking to himself now. What the hell? Ladies and gentlemen, you see what we got to deal with?
This woman came.
I don't know nothing about that.
Nah. This woman came home for lunch talking about she wanted a burrito and some shit. And I'm like, why are you here? Get out of here.
How many burrito joints did you pass on the way home?
Man.
That's not. But hey, closing thoughts. Ladies first. We let Carrie go first, and then we go. Then I'll let you two goons fight it out. I didn't say it all I gotta say. Anything you want to add to this, Carrie? Freestyle.
Well, I'm just gonna say that if you can't get a woman to understand the importance of protecting her womb, and if she has one kid, love the kid enough to not drag another one in, you can't. There's really nothing that you can do with this woman. You can't. Period.
Okay, age before beauty.
Go ahead.
Clearly, I'm the better looking of, but no.
You said age before beauty.
Hey man, it doesn't matter. We ain't here for all that. We're not here for ageism. Anywho, no, you know what? Find a way to profit off of this nonsense. You might as well get some out of it as well.
That's the sound bite they were looking for, and you gave it to them.
Now, see, you know what, Fly? Listen,
even though he's telling the truth,
I had decided he's right. He is telling the truth.
Right.
And I had an idea, and Nick won't do it. So I know how you've heard of 6 brown chicks.
Yeah.
I'm the one showed it to you.
Yes, I wanted to do something like that, but let it be Ask Cherub. And then read off the questions, and he answers in the cherub's voice.
Hilarious.
See?
I think that would be the
Nick. If I had the DBX shit, I'd be cherubing that shit all every.
My voice is
I would never use my regular voice ever on here, ever.
So y'all submit your questions to askcherub@gmail.com.
Okay, what I need to do, I need to get me now. I need to put Ultron's face up here.
Now wait a minute, young lady. I'm getting tired of your mess. Stop picking on the sheriff. Plus, he paid me $200 for his bodyguard work for the rest of the week. So it would behoove you to chill out until Saturday.
Yes.
I'm not picking on the sheriff. I love the sheriff. I'm trying to give sheriff some work.
Wait, man, I think y'all trying to take financial advantage The shit. Hey, what's his name? Wayans. What's Damon Wayans' name when he was the prison hotel? Y'all know who I'm.
We're just trying to put the sheriff in a financial position.
See,
to
my
be more
Right.
popular than us.
see, my
Right, exactly.
sister.
Everybody,
I
you're right.
think you're trying to proliferate and pontificate while you postulate on the sheriff.
We just trying
The
to
sheriff,
help exfoliate. That's all.
yeah,
Just trying to help
he
exfoliate.
need to exfoliate so he don't decrepitate while he postulate and giving y'all this game. Yeah. Truth. Sliding said his, Carrie said his. I done mine. The sheriff, I'm done with him. He's sitting over here on the floor, about ready to pass out. That little Negro, he out of pocket.
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say two things. Probably more than two, but I'm trying to stick to two. I don't trust Sly.
Hell, just got to do it.
I didn't talk while you were talking, sir. Like I was saying once again before I so rudely interrupted. I don't trust Sly. I know good and well he's up to something because he keep looking down at that phone. Nick, I apologize on behalf of his antics for him to bring his trash down to your community. He don't know no better. That's why he do what that's why he did that. He don't know no better. And he's actually raised right. That's why the Patriots got their asses whipped by the Cowboys, and I hope they lose again. I'm gonna call you in the next game.
That's okay. You can't undo
I
6
didn't talk while you were
championships.
talking,
It's okay
sir.
though.
I didn't talk while you were talking, sir. You know what I learned? I learned to be humble when I'm dealing with Negroes. I'll let you talk, Slide, then I'll get back to what I have to say. You got the floor. Go ahead.
No, I'm good. You just can't undo 6
Okay, well,
rings.
just mute yourself then, sir. It's a yes or no question. Do you want the
You
floor?
know
Yes or
what?
no? And he said no. So can I talk, Nick? Please, can I have my closing argument?
Yes, sir.
Like I was saying, again, I don't trust Sly. He keep looking down while he's on your podcast. He keep looking down. He's up to something. Check your pocket. I'm saying, anyway, I'm not gonna let him bring me down because I'm in a good mood, right? Yeah, right. I'm covered by the blood of Jesus. When it comes to helping the Negro, if you want to help the Negro, you introduce eugenics. You support eugenics wholeheartedly.
Mm-hmm.
You can't move cancer from your leg to your arm and call that a cure. You can't take the cancer in your lung and put it in your kidney and call it a cure. Right? What do they say? Cancerous people, toxic people. What do you do with toxic material, Nick?
You dispose of it.
What do you do with cancer, Nick?
You eradicate it.
Okay. If you want to clean up your house and it's trash all over the floor, you don't sweep it into a pile and leave it there. It's still trash on the floor. I don't care how good you make it look. The Negro wants remedy and he wants solution on how to better his community. You should be out there, for one, eliminating the problems within your community, which is your community. One, two, right? How is it in this country we could find stray dogs and cats and take them to go get fixed so they don't keep breeding because they're careless, but then we won't do that to women and men? They're
Keep
breeding.
talking. Keep
They're
talking.
breeding more than animals.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't there a story where a woman had 12 kids and on the 12th kid she died? They talking about, oh, she was healthy. Nothing was wrong with her. She went to the hospital healthy. No, you had 12 kids and left grandmama to raise them all. They started a GoFundMe. We want all of the kids to have their own room and live this life. Well, hold on. If the mama was alive, they wouldn't have their own rooms and be living a good life. They'll be
Mm-hmm.
living in the same conditions that they're living in right now with the mama. If you want to fix anything, even your car, if your fuel pump is bad, you don't take your fuel pump, dust it off, and put it back in. You take your fuel pump, get rid of it. and then you put a new fuel pump in. You cannot fix anything with the problem that's already there. You can't use bad to fix bad. You have to use good. And while you're using good, you have to stop bad from coming back in. Right? I went to Clemson University for this to learn about why pests are how they are in your house. If you have an ant problem in your house, you treat the ant problem in the house. But guess what they do after they treat the ant problem in the house? They go outside the house because you got to stop them from coming back, getting back in the house. So if you want to clean your community up, you fix it from the inside and then make it to where nothing can get back inside to mess it back up. Which I know you Negroes won't do, because for you to have to clean up your community, hold on, Nick, please give me the clock again. Rest in peace, David Carroll. For you to clean up your community, the first thing you got to do is get rid of your churches, which you Negroes ain't gonna do, because the church is the only thing that excuses your dysfunction to the magnitude that makes you happy. You Negroes need help. You don't want no help. And that's why y'all are in the situation that y'all in. So don't look at me, Carrie, Nick, and Sly, and don't look at us as if we appear to be strange, like we did something wrong. I know for a fact there's no cleaning. You cannot clean that up from the inside. So the safest thing for me to do, right, Sly, when you go into your homie house and he got bugs and shit, and you don't want to be embarrassing, but when you go out in the hallway to leave, what you do? You take off all your clothes and shake it off. That's his problem. I don't want that in my house. I'm not taking that back in my house, right? I'm you shake your clothes off. You say this nigga got roaches. Shake all your clothes off, and you might get home and strip outside before you go in your house. You leave that shit there because it cannot be fixed, because y'all don't want to get rid of it. So y'all stay right there. If it's up to me, I will put fences and cages around those damn communities, and y'all can live within yourself. And we'll drop crates of food off, and other other things that's gonna kill you. And I would just wait for y'all. Carrie, what do they say in Kingman? You know how Kingman got all them racist people, right? What do they say?
Yeah.
You want to get
Well, not so much anymore, but yes,
yeah,
once
you
upon
know
a
why?
time.
Because they're generation out. They're dying out. If
Yes,
you
they are.
if
Yeah, 'cause, I
if
mean,
you
they've got boom queequees
yeah,
and
Martin
they got a
running around
few
and
of few
everything.
boom queequees, but mostly it's just decent black folk.
Yeah. You if you want something, if you don't want to get rid of it, because it's illegal to go ground up people and just kill them. Don't do that. But hey, you put
No,
them
they
in
need
the
to build projects again
yeah,
and shovel them back in there.
put them in a secluded area, lock them in there, and let them
Mm-hmm.
just kill each other. The
Yep.
KKK don't got to do no work no more. By the time they get the cross out, Nick, and they get the torch going, and they put their hood on, Pookie done kill Ray Ray. They're like, damn, we was just coming to them do this. Who killed
No,
him?
Pookie got you. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. So now they just sitting back. Well, if we don't want niggas around here, so what should we do? Well, just put them all right here. They'll kill each other. Give us some time. Anything that's bad for
Mm-hmm.
you anything that's bad for you, even the food you eat, if it's bad for you, you don't take a McDonald's hamburger and you looking in it and saying, hold on, well, I believe this part of the beef is bad and this part of the bread is bad. And then no, you throw the whole thing in the trash because ain't none of it good for you. And that's your black community. Just as much as you see the likes of pick any Negro who say they love their community. Rick Ross, I love where I'll never forget where I come from, boss. But yeah, but you live
Wasn't
very
his
far
dad
from
a
them.
cop? Or am I
Hell,
thinking of the wrong guy?
I know he was a CO, and look what he did. He ain't a CO no more. He ain't making no difference. He moved so far away. Black people, they kill me when they sit there and they got their money and they talking about we need to build the black up and we need to put back in the community and black. Nigga, show me where you live. You better live right in the middle of that, which I know you don't. Because, sir, believe it or not, consciously or unconsciously, you subscribe to Black Flight. Respect me, because I'm telling you, if I live anywhere and I see too many niggas, I'm gonna go. I'm leaving. You can't sell the community on me. You can't tell me this church been here for 200 years. and right over there, Harriet Tubman used to free slaves. Nigga, kill yourself. I'm out of here. Because right around the corner from where the church is and Harriet Tubman freed slaves, why the hell is it 500 Negroes standing over there playing music, playing cornhole, arguing over $2? I know where this is going to go. I'm going. Y'all can have it. I'll leave. I would throw the stuff in the U-Haul, not in boxes. You think I'm getting evicted fast? I'm trying to get the hell out of there. 100%. And what I can't take, the moment I even hear niggas say, hey, what are you doing over there? I'm closing the U-Haul up and I'm driving off. Y'all can have the rest of the stuff. Y'all have made it to where Negroes can't be trusted by other blacks. I'm a sane black, heterosexual male, and I'm going to stay that way. And the first word I said was sane. You know how you keep your sanity? You don't be around insane people. Remember the experiment? And I'm going to stop after this. Wasn't there an experiment? I think they took a boy and a monkey and had them living around each other. The monkey came out a monkey. The boy came out worse than what he did when he went in. He came out acting like a monkey. But their whole goal was to see if the monkey would learn from the boy.
They regressed.
You think you could put somebody in their right mind around a whole bunch of insane people and he gonna come out sane? And they're gonna come out sane behind him? No. They're gonna do everything in their power to show him, nigga, you're wrong. Why you going to bed at 8 o'clock going to work? No, you don't do that. Yeah, well, a shower, please. You see her over there? She'll let you put your penis in her dirty. Nigga, we all did it. You ain't got no kids yet? They look at you like they look at you as if something's wrong with you when you tell them you ain't got a whole bunch of kids and a whole bunch of baby mamas. What? Nah.
They'll say, nigga, you must be gay.
Must be gay. So to sum it all up, long journey, short path, remove yourself from it. Take whatever you got and go. If you got to sleep on the floor to get from around that, do that. Because if you do that, guess what? You won't have to live around Negroes like Super Sly 75, always harassing you, knocking at your door, demanding stuff. That's all I got to say. I'm going to get your ass, Sly. I got something for you.
Boy, talk about long-winded. God damn. God,
you can't help yourself. You can't help yourself. That's what's wrong with your Patriots. You need to go out there and tell them how to win.
Be all right.
I don't know nothing about
everybody
that.
Goes
they
through
just got whipped by the Cowboys.
We've been on the mountaintop for so long. It's okay.
Okay.
We got our 6. We got our 6. We're good to go.
There you go, Nick. There you go. Remember that gold watch I had back in the day, baby? Remember that?
Yeah, we was just talking about that. The gold watch. the bodega, the boss of the bodega.
Yeah. Remember, baby? Remember me used to go to Lake City all the time. Remember I introduced you to Mayweather back in that day? No, nigga, that's what you doing now, nigga. And right now they getting smacked by the Cowboys.
That's funny. That is funny.
Folks, I appreciate everybody coming out, and I'm surrounded by a great group of people. And that's why I stay in certain circles. My hat's off to all 3 of them. Oh, and before we go, since he said it, I know what we need. Music to my ears.
That's right.
Y'all be good and be safe. Thanks everybody for coming out, and thank y'all. Give yourselves a hand. All right.
Have a good night, maniacs.
Listen,
peace, folks.
Stay black and lock your doors when Sly's outside. All right, y'all. Love y'all. Talk to you later.
I love you, bro.
All right, love y'all.
Bye.
Bye.
Mm-hmm.